myarinsurance.com to connect with an Arkansan waiting to help at no cost to you. Open enrollment ends January 15th, but enroll by December 15th for coverage starting January 1st. Find help today at myarinsurance.com.
At the Home Depot, the holidays have arrived.
And so is all my family, so I'm working on keeping up with the laundry.
The Home Depot is here to help with Black Friday savings up to 40% off select appliances. Spend less time doing laundry with smart, efficient appliances from Samsung, ranked #1 in customer satisfaction.
Perfect. Less laundry time means more family time.
Get Black Friday savings now with free delivery and financing on select appliances at the Home Depot. Visit jdpower.com/awards for more details. Offer valid November 6th through December 4th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted a Colonial with high ceilings, hardwood floors, and a peaceful neighborhood. And you found it. Now, every Saturday at 6 a.m., you get to wake to the sound of your neighbor's leaf blower. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities, given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard them with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill.
All right, welcome in, 10:07 on a terrific Tuesday. DJ Williams returns triumphantly to the studio. Christian
Weaver. I haven't
been
there forever.
We haven't seen each other for a whole week.
Oh,
it's been our longest separation since we started working together.
We're alternated days off. This has been the longest we've been out without seeing each other.
I think so.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
I kind of got a little excited walking into this building.
I know it's been a minute.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. I need more 5-day weekends. That was awesome. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was great.
Oh, not me. Mine was awful. Traveling to Missouri in the snow.
Did you have any problems driving?
No, it made the trip a little bit longer than it needed to be.
I really wanted you to be here yesterday for a number of reasons. Obviously, I want to get your thoughts when they were still semi-fresh. Obviously, your thoughts have not been shared. Yeah, but also I want to talk to you about like what's going on in the culture of college football where dudes are fighting, planting flags, and all that nonsense after games. What is going on?
And I really don't get it. What was the thing? So, yeah, you lose and you feel like you're rubbing it in. The way to prevent that, just win. Just win.
Yeah.
But also, and I get this whole pride thing of what the coach from Ohio State said. Our guys just weren't going to stand for that. Well, then don't lose the game.
Yeah.
All right, it's just somebody in a flag in the middle of the field. No, there's not like some gang war going on right now. It's just fun antics that come around with college football. And you sitting over here acting like disrespect. First of all, Ohio State, half your rosters are transfers anyway with zero loyalty to the program.
So don't you think that's a big part of it?
Yeah, get out of here. You know?
It is an I over we thing, I think, a lot of it. We talked about this with Tom yesterday a little bit. I want to get your thoughts on it, though. I mean, Also, if I'm the head coach, I don't want my guys doing that. I don't want my guys planting a flag on an opposing
field. It should go both ways. Like, one, act like you've won before, and two, if it happens and you're on the opposite end of it, your feelings are just hurt. Get over it. It's called football and sports. Learn how to be a better loser. I'm not going to sit here and act. You said it perfectly. It's an I thing and not a we thing, because I guarantee you none of those players went home that night and sat on their couch and was like, oh, it just makes me so mad that they put the flag on the middle of the field. Not one single of those guys did that. They went on about their day. And then I hate it, but like it's now become a thing. Well, when one team does it, and then it becomes like a trend. Yeah. It's like, we got to do it too. It's a joke. It really is a joke. And fighting at the end of these games, one, I never understood it because – you got full pads on.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Right.
I mean, you literally fight every play in college football.
That's my thing. You play a violent collision sport, there's no need to fight afterwards. You have 60 minutes to fight. If you can't fight it out, if you got enough energy to fight after the game, you didn't put out much during the game.
When it comes to like physical pain, I would sit there for 10 minutes straight taking punches to my helmet and not be phased at all. I'd rather do that than meeting a linebacker in the hole coming full speed. Just makes no like. The logic aspect is just missed. Right. And I told you about this in fights in football practice. Like I'm sitting there, what are we doing? First of all, who's going to break their hand? You know, and it's just I don't know.
Not you.
And I know there's a whole other group of people saying, "Oh, pride this and pride that." I mean, the portal ruined all that in college sports. So it's just enough.
For a lot of guys, it did. I agree. And again, I think that's why they are like, "Oh, I'm disrespected. I am hurt. I am upset. I am angry." It doesn't matter. It's not about you. It's about the program. And again, some of that's been lost. You're right, because of the transfer. I suggested that too yesterday, and I'm glad that you're on board with that thought process. Yeah, it's also a look at me society.
Yes.
I can't go to a concert without, see me, I'm at the concert with Joe.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about you.
And the place of why some of these guys aren't able to think before they do something so stupid. I saw some clips of people throwing objects at people. Like, do y'all realize you're about to literally, not along with throwing that object, but throw away your career because of you feel disrespected because of a flag in the middle of your field.
It happened a lot of places. There were fights all over the country. It was really gross.
Yes. I don't understand.
I heard there was a little skirmish at Arkansas and Missouri afterwards.
That was. So there's two different tactics here, all right? Two different things here.
Talk to me.
Because I think in these, you like the rivalry aspect and you like programs that can't stand each other, right? But you also have to learn how to play in between the whistles. That's where it counts. I mean, all the talk, all the smack, all the hard work, it doesn't matter unless it's done in between the whistles. All the rest of the stuff are just a bunch of fake tough guys, in my opinion. And so in between the whistles and throughout that game against Arkansas, Missouri, things got chippy. They got super chippy, and it was that way all game long. A couple little shove here after the whistle, a little shove there, getting under skin, and it became, I really can't stand these guys. And it's okay after a game if you're at each other's face and you want to get that one last word in and yeah. But there's also a line, you know? Those are just like, you ever seen the video of, dogs barking on separate sides of the fence, and then you move the fence, and then they're like, "Ooh," they stop barking.
Yes.
They're like, and then you put the fence back, then they start barking again. That's all that is.
Yeah. You're right. You're onto something
fake
there.
Tough guys. Can you turn my headphones back up?
I thought you keep them off because you're too loud. Because David's
I just
deaf.
like hearing things.
Well, why don't you put them on your ears?
But I like also hearing what's going on out here.
There's nothing going on in here that isn't here.
Okay, fair.
You're so funny.
Christian does it. Yeah.
I have one on, one off.
Me too.
I have to answer the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
he
different.
has an excuse.
Yeah.
What's up, Coach?
Hey, Coach. Razorback basketball tonight on the court. Did you realize they fell out of the top 25 this week?
I did not.
I was very sad about that. I was like,
were we 19th?
I don't remember where they were ranked exactly, but they're out now. That's all I know. And I'm not bent out of shape about it. They were 21st in one poll, and they were 19th in the other. You're right. So Arkansas is now 2 spots out of the top 25 in men's basketball in the AP poll, and in the coaches poll, they're back in the pack pretty good. It's funny because UConn lost 3 games at their tournament that wherever they went. Were they in Hawaii or the Bahamas?
I think it was Maui, the Maui one.
And they're still ranked in one of the polls, and they're just outside 26th, I guess, if the poll was extended in the coaches poll. So it's pretty funny to me. Did you also see that Hurley said that he's not going to play in those anymore? I'm like, you're such a crybaby.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not going to play these MTEs anymore.
MTE?
Multi-team event. I'm like, that's stupid. I don't want to play in little... Get out of here, dude. That's dumb.
Yeah, I didn't pay much.
I bet if you went 3-0, it'd be fine.
I did see that comment, but yeah,
Dumb.
You win, different ball game, right?
Lame. Arkansas needs to win this week. Arkansas needs to win today. Arkansas needs to beat Miami, who is not as good as we thought they would be. They're 3-4. Arkansas 5-2. This is the SEC ACC Challenge. Arkansas's only played Miami once. It was in the tournament, I believe. I remember this because Coach Richardson was still the head coach, and they lost to him. It's their only loss. It's the only game they played. And I don't have the history here. Here it is, 75-71. First round of the tournament in 2000. Remember, I was watching it at a bar in town. Here were some people, and I was like, I can't believe these dudes are about to lose to freaking Miami. Was that the year they ran the table in the tournament? I think that was the year they ran the table with Joe Johnson. Yep.
Yeah, 2000.
Yep. They had to win the SEC tournament to get in.
Nice.
And then no, it wasn't, because then they went and lost to a scrappy Miami team. Wasn't that good?
I mean, running the table.
It was like a 9-8, 10-7 game, something like that. But anyway, that was gross. Teddy Gibson led the Hogs with 14. Joe Johnson had 13. But I remember that game. I was like, I can't believe they're about to lose these dudes. Coach Cal is 1-1 all time against Miami, and none of that matters for tonight. Will be fun. 6 o'clock start, too. So for us old guys and for guys who get up at 2 in the morning, this is great. So we get an early start, early finish, and that'll be nice.
My lady has dinner with the girls tonight, so it's just me. Watch a little ball.
If you want. I got stuff to do until then, but right up until tip. But
what do you got going on?
Just I gotta get ready for tomorrow. I gotta UCA's playing at Little Rock tomorrow.
Oh,
basketball.
What time?
7.
I would want to watch a little bit of that. You can hook me up?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Thanks, man.
You can do color if you want. You can come over and do a little broadcasting.
Easy.
In fact, tonight over at the Jack, you got Arkansas State's women playing against Little Rock's women.
Okay.
So you got some good in-state hoops. That's 7 o'clock tip tonight.
Okay.
And then this weekend, Central Arkansas is at Pine Bluff.
Okay.
Playing at UAPB. So, and then we've got high school championship games starting on Thursday with the 8-man championship.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that time, buddy.
We're in it.
It's on it.
Yeah.
One more thing about football, and then we'll take the break, and we'll get to Coach Conque here talking about the Natural State Football Report. Obviously, saw the news from the Hill. Some of this not too surprising. Campbell and Xavier Sori both announced their intentions to come back to Arkansas next year. And then Malachi Singleton, who JW and a lot of others were trying to promote for the starting role, is going to transfer out of Arkansas. It made me think of the movie Moneyball. And this would be, in this scenario, this would be Sam Pittman talking to the fans who have been beating that drum to get Singleton to start over Taylon Green. But it reminded me a lot of this scene. I was like, got to play that today because, first of all, I love Moneyball. Second of all, it's like, you can't play guys who weren't there.
All right, you got a minute? Yeah. Take a seat. You can't start Pena first tonight. You'll have to start Hatterberg.
Yeah, I don't want to go 15 rounds, Billy. The lineup card is mine, and that's all.
Okay, the lineup card is definitely yours. I'm just saying you can't start Pena first.
Well, I am starting him at first.
I don't think so. He plays for Detroit now.
I want Singleton to be the starting quarterback. Can't do it. No, it's my call. Well, you can't really have him play there because now he's starting quarterback at Florida State.
Yeah.
So sorry.
So all that's done.
Yeah.
All that talk's done. It's just the beginning too. It's gonna start popping off a lot.
What do you think the likelihood is that Bobby Petrino's the head coach at Charlotte next year? And and I'll ask Coach Conque about this too when we start his segment. What's the appeal if you're the offensive coordinator at Arkansas of going to Charlotte as the head coach?
Control.
That's a song by Janet Jackson. But
Control.
that's not the reason. That's not a reason to go to Charlotte.
I think he's a head coach, and I know a lot of people said, this is actually easier. He can just focus on the offense, and he can just worry about being Coach Petrino. And like I just kind of I've seen him at his prime form. I'll say that. And a lot of that comes with doing the things the way he wants to do them all the time. The way practice looks, scheduling, periods, the way we travel, what the game plan. I mean, there's so many different things. And now this is just my opinion. I could be way off. But then when you look at like coming from head coach at Missouri State, taking the opportunity at A&M, coming back to Arkansas, then going to Charlotte, it just doesn't add up. And when you look at the resources of what Arkansas has to offer opposed to what Charlotte has to offer, it sounds like an uphill battle to be successful. So why would he do it? That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Unless he knows something is coming at Arkansas that he doesn't want to be a part of.
Well, they've already announced, or at least there's been reports out, that Sam Pittman's going to return. And so I don't know why Coach Pittman wouldn't want to come back and try to – again, we're all looking forward to year 2. So, like, year 1 was a waste of time to me if year 2's not going to happen. You know, Taylor Green had some good moments for sure. He had some good moments on Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave him a chance at the end there. I mean, they converted a couple of tough have-to-have-him moments.
You talking about Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I went back and watched the game film. They didn't play that bad.
No.
Turnovers changed everything.
Yeah.
At the worst time. Outside of those turnovers, they played some pretty good football.
Yeah.
Can't have them.
It's like the Jameis Winston night.
Yeah.
400 yards, 2 pick sixes, 4 touchdowns. Is like.
But you can't get over his sound bites, though.
Oh, they're the best.
They're the best. Please tell me you have that in the today.
We'll let him explain it. I don't have the pregame one from last night.
Please tell me you got the postgame.
Yeah, we got a clip from him talking about his pick sixes. I don't think God's going to help him. Jesus doesn't care about his pick sixes. But anyway, it's good to pretend. We got to take a time out. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach, get his thoughts on the game. What's next? What do you think Petrino should do? That kind of thing. I want less control as I get older, not more control. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
I just don't know what else would make you want to leave. I don't know.
We don't know what's going on. That's
we really don't. Guess we'll find out.
We are going to find out, DJ. That's
and find out sooner than later because these things happen quick.
Usually.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, listen, you know what happens quick? Racing season, it's upon us. We are at Oaklawn Friday.
Oh, wow, yeah.
First day.
Yeah.
Yep. It's happening. Friday, racing starts. Nancy Holt is back with us this year thanks to the Gangster Museum of America. And we are looking forward to bringing you picks and having some fun down there. Man, that first corned beef sandwich always goes down so good. Although I probably should starve myself until then, try to make up for my Thanksgiving missteps. Anyway, live racing this week, bet.oaklawn.com if you want to set up your account if you haven't done it yet. Good for you. You got a $150 sign-up bonus coming your way. Details are online. You can find out more about it. But it gives you more than just the ability to wager. It gives you information. You can watch the races on there. You can get analysis on there. So it's a great, great site. The Advent Stakes is coming up on Friday. Saturday's the $150,000 Ring the Bell Stakes. Lots of 2-year-old racing early in the season at Oaklawn, also before everybody has their birthday at the end of the year. So many reasons to go. Obviously, the food is great. The fun is great. And you can always pop over into the Mainline Sports Bar and watch some hoops or some football. We got all the championship games this weekend. Get on your Oaklawn Sports app. And you can also, of course, watch the races in between or during those football games and basketball games, too. Good times. 10:22. We're back in a moment. Really good times at Oaklawn coming up soon.
Bouncing in the club where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn. I'm going to Miami.
Reliance Bank presents Chris Kane when he joins Morning Mayhem every Monday. Rely on Reliance to reach your financial goals. Visit rely.bank for more information.
This is SportsCenter.
Tonight begins the ACC-SEC Challenge in men's basketball. The Arkansas Razorbacks will have their first true road test at 6 o'clock as they take on the Miami Hurricanes at the Watsco Center in Coral Gables, Florida. You can catch the game right here on 103.7 The Buzz. You can also watch it on ESPN2. The Hogs are a 4.5-point favorite, according to ESPN. Other big matchups in the Challenge include number 3 Tennessee hosting Syracuse. Also tonight, Louisville hosts number 23 Ole Miss, and number 4 Kentucky goes to 7-1 Clemson. The entire event will be headlined tomorrow night by a massive doubleheader as number 10 Alabama takes on number 20 North Carolina, and number 2 Auburn goes to Cameron Indoor to take on number 9 Duke. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin in Piggott?
Yep.
Hoops in Humnoke, baseball in Bauxite, long shots in Lavaca?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Hey Arkansas, Montana with Hubbard Power Sports in Russellville. We're your Arkansas, Can-Am, and Sea-Doo dealer. Are you looking for your next adventure? On the road, on the water, or in the trails? We've got the ride for you. At Hubbard Power Sports, Can-Am, and Sea-Doo of Russellville, we are proud to say we offer the best customer service around. We've won multiple awards for our level of excellence in many different categories, but our customer service is the one we're the most proud of. Come and see us Monday through Saturday or give us a call. See our current inventory, apply for financing, and value your trade at our website, hubbardpowersports.com.
Sanders Ground Essentials presents Melinda Mayo when she joins Morning Mayhem each Thursday morning. Sanders Ground Essentials, where great lawns start today. On the web at sandersground.com. It's Melinda Mayo each Thursday with Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
For 54 years, you've trusted Sigma Supply for all your packaging and shipping needs. And now, as part of Brady Plus, they've got even more to offer. From janitorial supplies, facility essentials, and food service disposables, Sigma Supply has you covered. And ordering is a breeze with over 50,000 new products online at sigmasupply.com. And do not forget to call sales manager David Breitenberg at 1-800-264-1661 and ask for the Buzz discount. Remember, if you're not using Sigma Supply, you've got low-grade products. Man.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater, Holton, Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Stay up to date with the latest Razorback news with the Red White Report every weekday with Justin and DJ on The Zone. Presented by Tiretown Point S in Benton. Make sure your car is game day ready before you head up to the hill with Tiretown Point S.
You're back in the zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams. You never know what you'll learn during the show.
Well, get on 9th Street.
I don't know where 9th Street is.
It's 4 blocks from your office, DJ.
Oh, okay, yeah. Isn't that right next to 8?
Usually.
Okay, I'm with you.
It's close to 10th, too.
Here's to hoping you'll learn something today.
I used to be a renegade. I used to fool around, but I couldn't take punishment.
It's time for the Natural State Football Report with Clint Conque. Taking a closer look at football across the great state of Arkansas with the winningest coach in UCA history. The Natural State Football Report is brought to you by Farm Brothers Flying Service. For the past decade, they've been providing crop dusting services to the farmers of southeast Arkansas, and they can help you too. Now, let's toss around the pigskin in the zone with Coach.
All right, Coach, welcome back.
Hey, good to be here. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Hey, how was yours?
Awesome. Gumbo.
Nice.
Ooh. Gumbo.
Everybody's got their own
potato
little twist.
salad,
Yep.
pecan pie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I missed out on my Pizza Hut this year.
Pizza Hut.
We had to settle for that great bird from Corky's. Joe hooked it up. Got a good bird and a ham over there.
Good. Don't get me started.
How'd your turkey come out?
Phenomenal. But probably the best one I've ever had.
Yeah.
You made it?
Yeah.
Smoked it?
No.
Oh.
Did a roaster oven.
Little oven? Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm telling you, never misses. The little, whatever that Oster oven.
Yeah.
Dude, they're the best. It's the easiest way to do a turkey. You cannot screw it up. Put a bunch of butter on it, season it, throw it in there.
You talking a lot of butter?
A lot of butter.
Butter it up.
Butter the hell out of it.
Okay.
Falling apart buttery. So good.
Yeah.
I wish I could make another one.
Yeah?
I will. All right, Coach, let's talk about Arkansas got a little too tender on Saturday, unfortunately. They got their turkey a little overcooked. And they did make a play late. I was very...
You can mess it up.
I guess so. I need to put Arkansas in an Oster oven. They did make a nice drive late to take the lead, and they had a couple of leads in the game, and unfortunately could not get that one stop they needed, which would have completely changed, I think, the perception of the season. You get that one last stop, and you don't give up that last Missouri score. I think everybody's feeling pretty good going into the offseason.
It's the difference between the Birmingham Bowl and the Music City Bowl. I mean, really, that's what it come down to. But it was a microcosm of their season. I mean, 2 turnovers that led directly to points for Missouri. Arkansas created no turnovers, and that was the difference in the game. And you can't win consistently in this league or in football, I think, in general, when you consistently lose the turnover battle. You're not very efficient on third down, and you struggle in the red area, throughout the season. And again, they had 10 penalties, and probably 4 of those or so were pre-snap fouls. And that has been a consistent theme throughout the season. Give them credit for having an opportunity there at the end to, come back and at least tie the game. And DJ, I heard your comments earlier. I mean, I thought they played pretty well outside of the turnovers. I was not a fan in the second half of a bunch of 3-down fronts that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cook was obviously struggling throwing the football.
Yeah.
And, they weren't going to go up and down the field, passing the ball. But I do realize that, they wanted to take Burton out of the game and do some different things. But at the end of the day, it's the run game that beat them. And
in losing Landon Jackson in the second half.
Yeah, and Landon hurt. Yep, that hurt, no question about it. But, in those type of conditions, 4 down front, make them have to go up and down the field passing the balls, which Missouri did to Arkansas at the end of the game. I'm going to tell you this. The Armstrong kid, he's going to make a lot of money.
He's a real deal.
Yeah, I don't know what his top-end speed is.
Probably a 4.5 guy.
Yeah, and, that's fast enough.
Yeah.
If you can run that.
He got great hands.
He has got a great catch radius, great hands. I bet he's got big hands, too. I don't know if he'll be a first-rounder, but I think he's a second-round type guy.
Mm-hmm.
He could enhance his position, but – several individuals played really well throughout the season. And I want to mention, too, the Shipley kid came in.
Mm-hmm.
Notice we haven't talked about kicking much in the last 4 or 5 weeks.
It's like an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
When things go well, we don't even mention them.
Yeah, well, we've mentioned them a lot this year.
The offensive line we have.
But the Shipley kid and then Armstrong. I mean, and there have been others that have had, outstanding years individually. But those two kids really solidified Arkansas and gave them a chance. But they have got to clean up some things from a foul standpoint, do a lot of quality control on what they're doing in the red area, third downs, and, of course, a lot of that has to do with first and second down. But as we move into the offseason, look, I'm just an old hack now, but go spend your NIL money on offensive and defensive linemen. This is a push-pull league. The quarterback's probably going to come back. You have to assume that he is going to improve with another year. Running back situation should be okay, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Need to probably go get another receiver too, but go spend your money on the big guys up front. That makes everybody better.
Agreed. You talked about Armstrong, Coach, and you're spot on. I mean, he is a football player. Outside of his talent, I don't know if you were watching that game that closely. When he kind of was slow getting up, he took a nice little hit to the head. And I think he re-aggravated a neck injury that he had the week before. Most players rush to get off the sideline. You see him on the sideline begging to get back in the game. And then having that 4th and 8 catch, I mean, he's different.
Super competitor.
Yeah.
Great catch radius, great hands. And, the NFL, and you know this better than most, for a wide receiver, it's about the 50-50 balls.
Mm-hmm.
And
he catches them all.
He catches a bunch of them. And so that's going to give him a real chance. So kudos for him. And I don't know if he'll play in the bowl game, but, boy, I sure like to see him play.
It doesn't look like it based off a couple of posts on social media.
Yeah, I'd love to see him play again, but he's been a soldier. But, a lot of speculation about Coach Pittman is it seems that he's coming back, and, of course, he's having surgery, I guess, today to have a hip replacement. Wish him well on that.
Praise up.
Yep. 6-6 is not the standard that anybody wants, but at the beginning of the season, I thought this was a 4 or 5 win team.
Me too.
If you'd offered me a bowl game before
so did Vegas. So did Vegas, by the way.
4.5.
4.5.
And Oaklawn.
Yeah. And as the season turned out, you go back to the miss at Oklahoma State. You go back to a couple of late fourth quarter leads that got away. This last one, Missouri being one, maybe A&M. There was another one.
Well, the Oklahoma State game was the one that really killed you. But.
Yeah, but
this is another game too, though, where you outgained the opponent and didn't win.
Yeah. Again, turnovers. You go back
turnovers. And, Coach, can I ask you this? If you're a coach, and there was a play in the first drive, I think, of Missouri. They setting up plays, and they had a bootleg. I think it was like maybe on a first or second down, and it went for about 20 yards. And linebackers just missed it. They're flowing so heavy one way. Bootlegs out. 2 tight ends completely wide open. Easy throw for 20-yard completion. Do you have conversations after that drive to your guys saying, hey, we got to make sure this doesn't happen again? Does it happen that quick? Does it happen at halftime? Because when you talk about the turning point in the game, Jaquindon Jackson had that fumble. Mm-hmm. Then they got the ball back, and they scored on the next play, but there was a holding call, put them at 1st and 20.
Yep.
And then they got all of that back. One play later, the exact same play, exact same formation, exact same motion with that bootleg, and the exact same thing happened.
That's something you have to talk about on the sideline because the linebackers, you play the run first, and then once they recognize, high hat. By the offensive lineman, you get out of there and you retrace your steps and you start looking for crossers. That's what linebackers do. And so that has to be emphasized on the sideline or that'll hurt you the whole game.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't get it fixed fast enough.
Yeah, and I thought that was the turning point because even after that fumble, putting them at a 1st and 20, actually 2nd and 20 when they converted that, you stop them right there, it changes everything. But they end up going to score on that drive.
Yep. Well, those are sideline adjustments that you have to address for sure. Yep.
Clint Conque joining us in studio. Thanks to Farm Brothers Flying Service. If you're just tuning in, let's talk a little bit about the bowl game and the future for the program because, again, this season's done. 6-6. And, look, winning a bowl game is nice. You get a winning record. 6-7 really is a stinker. That's a real, you've already got kind of a murky punch bowl, and then you're going to throw a big turd in it, too. Christian, question of the day today, because I'm curious about the level of interest. I know there's been a lot of, and again, you can't gauge life from social media, but social media, you're getting a lot of, I don't care, I'm done with the program. We got a call from, who yesterday. I'm done if they keep.
Dang, I missed J-Dub yesterday.
Yeah,
is he done?
It's okay.
He's
not calling in?
For an entire year until Sam Pittman gets fired.
Yeah, which we all know is probably not true, but that's okay. Anyway, the question of the day today is about the bowl game, and?
If you are a season ticket holder for Arkansas football, will you go to the bowl game?
Okay.
Or if you just regularly go to
games.
Regularly go to games,
Yes.
Yes, no, depends where it is. So far, no at 65% is leading the way.
And again, here's the thing. If you don't ever go to games anyway, please don't answer our poll because you're not the one we're talking to.
Right.
You're not going to games anyhow. So I don't expect you to go to the bowl game. If you don't ever go to a game at all during the year, you're probably not going to the bowl game either. Some people do it for a holiday, but it's fine.
Bowl games have a lot of value, though, from the hat that I wore. Because, A, you get to say you went to 4 out of the last 5 years, back-to-back bowls, all that kind of thing. But it's the practice time. You get the practice time.
For the guys who were there.
For the guys that are there and the guys that are going to play. And the guys that, if Armstrong does sit out, who is the next guy up? And so you get that 2-3 weeks, whatever it is, 4 weeks, to get that continuity going and get him, as a starter now versus a backup. So,
and bowl games don't count against your number, right? Against the 4 games. I think that's separate. So I think if you play,
you're right. No, you're not right.
Okay.
No, you're not right. Unless they've changed it, because you remember Nussmeier sat out the bowl game 2 years ago
to keep his red shirt.
I think they've changed the rules.
Have they changed the rule?
I'm not positive.
Yep.
I may just be talking to my butt, Coach, but I do it every day. So what the hell?
Yeah, you're going to let us know if Kudus or Blackstock is playing. It's a big deal.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean,
are they coming back next year?
Kudus is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Kudus is.
And Blacks, I don't know.
I'll check on that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll know here in the next couple of weeks. A lot's going to shake out. And as far as Coach Petrino y'all were talking about that. Obviously, with his wealth of background, he certainly would be a great hire at Charlotte. I mean, to me, if you can hire somebody with his pedigree, but I don't know if that's the right fit for Charlotte or for him. I've heard and I've read that Charlotte is possibly the best up-and-coming group of 5 in the country. The reason being Charlotte, number one, North Carolina, fast-growing community, big medical community. I mean, it's a fast-growing area, and they want to put a lot of resources in it. So I think, I heard Neil Brown's name today. I mean, we're not talking about, assistant coaches and, FBS. We're talking about coordinators or former head coaches and, so forth. I mean, like the OC at Penn State, his name, surfaced. So I think they're going to make a bang hire. I don't know if that's a fit for Coach Petrino, but if they could get him, that job's probably going to pay $2 million.
I'd be curious to see what the level of interest is. Like, what's their attendance? What's the level of interest? And if they got money, great.
Not great right now.
But it's a pretty transient community. You get a lot of people who moved in from other parts of the country to go to Charlotte for different reasons. You also have North Carolina State, Duke. I mean, you got a bunch of other schools you're competing for attention with.
And to your point,
plus they have professional sports there.
You get to be the boss.
You do get to be the boss.
You get to be the
boss.
boss.
What do you think Coach Petrino's end goal is at this point in his career? To be, I mean, that's another thing, too. You take these steps to get somewhere else, right?
Do you? Is Gus Malzahn taking a step? Now, he may have gotten fired at Central Florida, but is he taking a step back from Central Florida to go be the OC at Florida State? What's his end game?
Of course. That's a step back. It's a step down. You're a power 4 head coach.
True, but you just got paid $30 million from Auburn, so money's not an issue.
Yeah.
I think you get to a point in your career where
I'm there.
Yeah,
I want to do less.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm sure at Florida State he's probably going to make a couple of million. You know, so he's got plenty of money. Maybe he's just ready for less drama.
Well, it's kind of
less responsibility.
It's an interesting twist because he was on Gus Malzahn's staff at Tulsa. Yeah,
that's correct.
Yeah. That all comes back around.
Who was
I hired Gary Croton. I hired Gary Croton.
Played for you, and then he went where? Where was his GA spot? Did he GA for you for a little bit before
He GA'd for me for a year, and then he went to Tulsa, and then to Pittsburgh and Arizona State, and head coach at Memphis.
That's right.
Yeah. So,
who was the coach that he rode with from Pittsburgh to Arizona
I cannot
State?
remember his name for the life of me.
He's got a name that's similar to another famous or well-known coach.
Is it Patterson?
No.
I'll
come up with it.
Yep. But he was the head coach at Arizona State, so he went from Pitt to Arizona State with him, and then that's when Mike went to Memphis. But anyway, so you get to a point in your life, like when you're like approaching retirement and thinking about it, that maybe like less drama, and I can just be responsible for half the team.
Yeah.
But then your ego. Egos are a factor. So does Coach Petrino want to be a head coach again? And is Charlotte the right fit because of some of the things you mentioned? But I think, too, we're going to keep an eye on Charlotte over the next 5 years. That is an up-and-coming program.
Yeah, that may be. I mean, I think if you really do like Arkansas like you say you do, I mean, as far as living here, the comfort level, the inexpensive nature of living in Northwest Arkansas and all the other things that go with it, and you can make $2 million as a coordinator there if you need it. If you go, hey, look, they're offering me this, I got to have that much.
Then again, we said we're going to look forward. Did you see their schedule next year?
Yeah, it's brutal.
Who's Arkansas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think what did it for Coach Petrino was that first practice. They started singing after practice, calling by his first name. He's been holding it in this whole time. He knew then, I got to get out of here.
Well, no, it's time to fix the culture.
I'm just kidding.
I think he can fix the culture. I think there are some issues there, but no bowl games do not count towards eligibility. They changed the rule in August of 23, so you were right when Nussmeier did it. It did, but that's why it doesn't anymore, and it's a dumb thing, so it shouldn't, I don't think. Anyway, these are exhibition games, and a lot of guys are sitting them out now because they don't matter unless you're in the playoff, which we'll talk about the playoff, too. Yep. I want to get to that in a second also. Can I ask you one sidebar thing before we go to Arkansas State?
Absolutely.
Talk to DJ about this. The fighting, the flag planting, how much of that do you think is transfers, lack of culture, lack of sort of institutional control by the head coaches because of all the new personalities? I got to think at this time of the year, by now, you sort of have a handle on your guys and they have a handle on what your expectations are. But it really, look, there's a lot of things to not like about what's happening in college sports right now. We don't need this crap too.
I do think it's the coach's responsibility, though. I think that's something that you have to address. That's been going on for years. You go all the way back to Baker Mayfield and beyond. Other people have done different things like that. It seems now that it's kind of got into a boiling point, and it's just trash. I do hold the coaches responsible a little bit for that, though. Mm-hmm. They have to get their guys, act like you've been there. Big games, obviously. Michigan, Ohio State, as big as it gets this past weekend. But act like you've been there. You got something bigger to play for, or whatever. But I do think that's the coach's responsibility to handle that.
You saw Sarkisian run to the middle of the field, say,
Yes.
Do you think he did that a little bit more with a sense of urgency because of everything else that was happening
early?
Yeah, he's like, whoa.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. And but
that's your job.
Yeah,
and your guys better listen to you.
Yes,
and that's my point. I think it's the coach's responsibility to be able to control your players.
All right, let's talk about Arkansas State. Couldn't get it done this weekend against a very good football team, but they are headed to a nice bowl game, a season that almost started with a disaster for them. They were able to pull one out of the fire, and obviously they've had a good year since then. So,
yeah, 7-5. Just kind of ran into an offensive juggernaut. Gosh, I don't know how many yards they rushed for, but it was a gazillion.
Roughly, it's ballpark.
Yeah, but again, it goes back to the same problem that Arkansas had. They lost the turnover battle 2-0. They lost in a one-score game, and but. Hey, great year, 7-5. Fourth year of Butch Jones. The trajectory over 4 years, every year they've improved. So I think they've got to be pleased in Jonesboro. Certainly they feel like maybe one or two got away from them. Could have been an 8-win year, but at the end of the day, pretty nice bowl game, 7-5. They'll keep playing. And I'm sure they may be able to retain a lot of their better players because next year I'm sure they're promoting that 2025 game at the University of Arkansas. And a lot of kids want to stay for that. So, but a great year, and I'm interested to see what bowl game they go to.
Yep. Central Arkansas kind of put a bow on that. There was a development in the last week or so that Coach Brown's taking over, quarterbacks and offensive play calling, which we've seen him thrive in that role before. It's a lot to ask of a head coach. I'm sure you did some of that in your career too.
I did, and it is a challenge. And later in my career, obviously I moved away from that. But I think Nathan's capable. Certainly, you got to have good people around you, and I'm sure he's working on that. And there are good people there. Just didn't meet expectations, so some things had to change.
Yeah.
And I get that. We'll see how it goes.
And then for UAPB, kind of putting a bow on their season, I think we're talking about them in the way that we're kind of talking about Arkansas, although it's a different situation because they had more further to come from, I guess,
Yes.
or they were in a little deeper hole, but did show some signs of improvement, obviously.
Yeah,
took some steps forward.
They did take some steps forward. I felt like their record is not indicative of the progress that they made on the field. Now, here's the blow. You reminded me last week that the receivers in the transfer portal, the dead-gum quarterback's in the transfer portal now.
Mm-hmm.
And that was their two big pieces on offense. So Coach Hampton's got a lot of restructuring to do, but they have made progress. Just the one-loss record hasn't showed that yet.
Yep. Let's go on to D2 quickly, and then we'll take a break. We can come back and talk some high school on the other side. Kyle Shipp stepped down at Arkansas Tech yesterday. Don't know what happened there. I thought he was doing a pretty good job and was building some good things there. You've obviously got, three teams that are in really, really great shape. Harding continues in the playoffs. Washita, Coach Knight's going in the Hall of Fame, so congrats again to him. And Southern Arkansas is on the rise. Tough league, for sure. But I was a little surprised, I guess, about the move at Tech.
Yeah. When UCA, when we left Division II to go to Division I, we really felt like Tech was positioned in Russellville, center part of the state, a lot of resources. Their university has grown exponentially. We thought that their football program in particular would probably absorb some of that vacuum, and it just hasn't happened. They've gone through a couple of three coaches. Obviously, the people in Arkadelphia and Searcy have. Those two programs down there in Arkadelphia, OBU and Henderson, as well as Harding, have kind of absorbed that vacuum. So I think I read that he was going to go in private business or something outside of coaching. So Kyle's a good guy. I've met him. I coached against him.
Can you relate?
Yeah.
There's some upside to getting out of the grind.
Sure is.
How about Harding real quick on their matchup with Ferris?
475 yards rushing last week, 0 yards passing. Just a thrashing, dominant performance in the snow.
They had twice as much snow as they did in Como.
Okay,
it was incredible.
And they've got to go back to Michigan to play the number one seed overall, Ferris State. And but great defense and a run game travels. And this game was really close last year in Arkadelphia. This year, I think it's going to on the road this year.
Not in Arkadelphia.
It wasn't in Arkadelphia last year?
Well, it would be in Searcy if it was.
Searcy, excuse me. In Searcy last year, but this year it's in Michigan. But
they played a really close game last year with, was it Grand Valley, the team they just beat too?
Yeah.
But they smoked them this year, so I'm hoping that trend
44
continues.
to 26. So like I said, a run game and a good defense travels, and they've got both. And good luck to Coach Simmons. Just a phenomenal job. And look, if they get past this, they get Valdosta State, I think. Oh, boy.
Is that good or?
Oh, they're tough. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're tough.
Before we take a break, LC's got a question for Coach. What's up, LC?
If they played right now, Arkansas played Arkansas State, Notre Dame, and Memphis, what do you think the record would be for with us to them? I'm just curious what you might.
Wait,
think
say that one more time.
Where they are.
Repeat
if we
that.
played Arkansas State, Memphis, and Notre Dame, like we have to play them next year, what do you think the record would be right now if we played them?
1-2 or 2-1?
I'm going to say 2-1. I'm going to say 2-1.
I wouldn't want to play Memphis right now either, though.
No, but that's true. Yeah, but they don't play them this year. They play them next year.
Yeah,
and they won't have their quarterback back.
There you go.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Thank you. There you go.
He's got to place. He's placing some future bets.
I watched the Memphis Tulane game.
He's already on it.
That was entertaining.
Yeah. So will the Army Tulane game for the conference championship this week. By the way, Army's got a chance to go 11-1.
That line has risen to like 6. That's the biggest line on all the conference championship games this weekend.
Hey, they've got to go to Highland Falls, West Point, New York, baby, and I bet there's going to be a cold.
I bet it'll be nuts there.
I bet it'll be crazy.
Oh, I think it'll be an incredible environment. That's the one concern, is I think on paper Tulane's got a much better team, but again they don't play the games on paper, and when you mix in the cold.
UTSA last week, very gifted team, and Coach made a terrible decision to go for it on 4th and 1 on his own 15-yard line, and that was the difference in the game. But you've got to go to West Point, long travel. Very cold, could be snow. bunch of Southern boys down at Tulane. You know, I've been there. I've gone to Montana in December. I've been to New Hampshire in December. It's no fun.
I've been to Montana in September with you. It ain't no fun then either. Yeah. Anyway, 10:49. We're back in a sec.
Founded by the dynamic music duo Cliff and Susan Prowse, Big Red Dog Productions, your gateway to music excellence, offering music production, artist development, with a proven track record of award-winning events. From recording the songs you've written to learning how to book and play crowd-engaging shows, their Entertainers Academy can ignite your music career. Visit BigRedDogProductions.com. Your path to a full-time music career awaits. If you're looking for the best pricing on top brand appliances, visit Metro Appliances and More in North Little Rock off Maumelle Boulevard or Chenal Parkway in West Little Rock. Whether you're a builder, contractor, or homeowner, they have everything you need to meet your needs and budget. For 50 years, Metro Appliances and More has been the trusted choice for quality appliances with unbeatable prices. Why wait? Head to Metro Appliances and More today. Get the right price for the right product right now with free local delivery online at metroappliancesandmore.com.
This holiday season, I'm thankful to see new places with my kids.
To travel in comfort to see my family.
Having a reliable way to see loved ones that live far.
No matter what you're thankful for this holiday season, Red River can help you get there. Come shop our wide selection of Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Toyota, and Ford in locations all over the state, or our incredible deals on pre-owned. Let us treat you like family at Red River, or visit us online at redriverauto.com.
Bell & Schwartz Gentleman's Store has stores within a store. The Martin Dingman Lodge leather goods, accessories perfect for Christmas bags, wallets, gloves, socks, and cigar cases. Name brands Gentile, Cricket Razorback gear, Peter Millar apparel, and Fiore athleisure wear. Bell & Schwartz quality men's clothing, the only store with a tailor on staff for your custom needs. Bell & Schwartz, 1011 Oak Street in Conway, on Facebook and Instagram.
I knew there had to be a better way to get relief from joint pain aside from surgery and harmful medications.
That's football legend and dancing champ Emmitt Smith, who knows a thing or two about joint pain.
Turns out I was right. It's called QC Kinetics, and now tens of thousands of patients and counting all across the country, they're feeling amazing. They say, hey, Emmitt, you were right.
QC Kinetics zeroed in on a technology that is revolutionizing pain treatment. They are transforming patients' lives. The largest provider of non-surgical regenerative treatments using natural healing properties to help restore and repair aching knees, hips, shoulders, and backs. Call them today for your free consultation.
QC Kinetics. I knew there had to be a better way. I love it when I'm right.
QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
You're back in the zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
All right, 10:52, continuing the Farm Brothers Flying Service Natural State Football Report with Clint Conque. Yes, it's a long name. Nice. That's a really good segment.
Hey, and I want to thank Farm Brothers and their group. Absolutely.
Yay.
Lance Gasaway, appreciated him coming in a couple of weeks ago. He's going to have some horses running at Oaklawn.
Woo! He's a cool dude.
Man,
I want to hang out with him. Can we make that happen?
I can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
At Oaklawn. We need to do an Oaklawn.
At Oaklawn, yeah.
Yeah, he's a fun guy at Oaklawn for sure.
Or at Taylor's down in Dumas.
I'm actually making my first trek down there in a couple weeks. My buddy's been trying to get me to go there for a year.
What is that?
It's a steak place.
Unbelievable steak.
He told me he said if it's not the best steak you've ever had, I will pay for it.
In Dumas?
Yes, I've heard this place is clown.
Thursday, I think it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe. That's it.
What kind of steaks are we talking here? They on a grill, an oven, broiler? You know how they make them?
I don't know, but I just heard they're really good. I'll get back to you.
They grill them.
Okay, they grill them.
Oh, I've eaten there. Oh, they're good. Absolutely.
Is it the best steak you've ever had?
It's one of the best.
Okay.
Absolutely.
One of the best 3, one of the best 5, one of the best 20.
Well, and look, there's nothing on their menu. I mean, because we had a big crowd. It was Gasaway and his family and Angel. I mean, we had a bunch of people there, and we had several different hors d'oeuvres and steaks, and I mean the whole 9 yards. It was.
I've come to learn. I've come to learn a good steak don't come cheap, and I know when you get a good steak is when you don't feel bad about how much you paid for it. Do you feel good about what you paid for it when you eat
Absolutely.
steak? Okay,
I would recommend Taylor's.
Okay,
Okay,
there we go.
I'll try to get them as a sponsor next year, too.
No doubt. Let's talk about high school football. We start with 8-Man Thursday. We go on through the weekend, and then next weekend we got a couple games as well. But a lot of familiar faces. I was surprised that Benton got upset. There were a couple in there that were a little bit surprising. The Bentonville-Conway game we knew would be a war, and it's a tall order to go on the road and win anywhere. But anyway.
Yeah. So starting in 7A, Bryant and Bentonville. Bryant, got after PA. Congratulations to Coach Lucas for getting to the semis. Walk-off field goal with 1 second left. That's how Conway got beat. They took the lead late in the game. Bentonville went down, literally ran their field goal team on the field. No timeouts left. Timeout? 43-yard, I think it was.
What a great job making sure they're ready.
Yeah, and I've got a story about that one day. But anyway, so it'll be Bentonville and Bryant. I like the Central Arkansas team there. Bryant, Quad Sanders. I'd be shocked. Yes. 6A, a little bit of a surprise. Benton losing to Shiloh, but you got Greenwood who handled Mountain Home. They've got Shiloh this weekend, 6A. 5A, you got
Coach.
Yep.
Shocked.
Yeah. I was shocked with that one too.
I'll be shocked.
Oh, yes, yeah. Greenwood.
No offense to Shiloh.
Yeah,
I'll be shocked.
Yeah. Saw a linebacker from Greenwood just committed to UCA.
Shiloh's got a kid that's going to UNLV to play for Coach Odom, I know.
Oh, okay.
Because he put my kid on his butt this year when they played each other.
Quarterback's a junior or senior?
Where?
Greenwood.
Archer's got a year left. His brother, the linebackers.
Yeah, it's committed to UCA.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, that'd be nice.
5A, you got Parkview and Farmington. Farmington can score some points, though.
Coach.
I know, shocked.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I'm not making a pick. I'm calling that game. I'm going to go all Kirk Herbstreit here.
Does Oaklawn have odds on high school football? Sounds like you're all in.
Well, listen, 7A and 6A are pretty, no offense. Again, no disrespect to anybody, but, it's like those teams have been so good and so dominant.
They have. And Parkview has, too.
They did lose to Bryant,
but Farmington could score some points, so they may make it interesting.
Okay.
And then the other state final game is East Point set as Conway Christian. I was shocked with that one. They beat Junction City, undefeated Conway Christian. Gets EPC, who's averaging 40-something a game.
Question of the day yesterday, Coach, was which 3-loss SEC team should get in the playoffs or should none of them? Alabama, Ole Miss, and South Carolina. Who do you like?
It depends with the matrix you're using. I think South Carolina is playing the best football of those three right now.
Who's the most deserving? Who has the best resume?
Alabama.
Okay, and I think Alabama's going to get in. Name cachet and all that. And also, here's South Carolina's thing. You lost 3 and you lost to Alabama.
Yep.
And you should have beat them. You lost by a couple. If you beat them, you're in.
Yep.
I saw something that went down. Lane Kiffin reposted it with Ole Miss's point.
Yep.
And he had some valid points.
He does.
He did. I was ready to refute everything he said, and as soon as I read it, I was like, good points. And then you look at Alabama's resume, and it's like, I can't put you in over them. Sorry.
Alabama has beaten 4 top 25 teams.
There's only like 3 teams in the country that have done it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now
They just have a very bad loss to OU.
You look at their bad losses, the OU loss. But outside of that,
you want to judge by wins or losses?
You said you had something about a time management thing?
Yeah, so they ran their kickoff team, apparently from what I was told, they ran their their field goal team on in like 11 or 12 seconds.
No way.
Yes.
And they got that kickoff?
So our standard was 14 seconds.
Yeah.
On the far hash. Now, I think they were on the near hash on their sideline. To get that off in 11 or 12 seconds, that is...
We talking about the Chicago Bears now?
No, we're talking about Bentonville High School. And to get that done with no timeouts, run them on the field, our standard was 14 seconds on the far hash.
Yeah.
And anything less than that, in the middle or your near sideline. So congratulations. That's a well-coached football team to do that.
Brad gave up.
Justin, you brought that up. That was the most...
Oh.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that with the Chicago Bears in that clock management.
It was bad.
How does that happen?
I've got 3 top 25 wins for Oregon, Georgia, Alabama. They're the only 3 schools with 3 top 25s at the time.
I thought it was 4, but somebody must have dropped out. LSU dropped out.
It was 3 at the time when they won. They beat Georgia, South Carolina, Missouri. Do you think Georgia's going to get Texas again this week?
I hope so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I think so too.
Yeah.
They're a pretty good dog. It's like 2.5 or 3. Texas, Tennessee, Clemson fell to Georgia, and then Ohio State, Boise, and Illinois all fell to Oregon. And Illinois' got a pretty nice case. You see Brett Bielema chime in on Lane Kiffin's comment?
No.
He's like, oh, well, as long as we're talking about that, look at Illinois.
He joined the call.
He did.
Yep.
He entered the chat. All right, Coach, appreciate you and Farm Brothers Flying Service. We'll see you next week.
Fantastic.
All right. Red White Report's coming up. Hog Hoops tonight.
Jim's Razorback Pizza is the place to visit when craving some delicious, authentic pizza. They're known for amazing thin crust pies and the best Detroit-style deep dish pizza in town. You can also order freshly baked pasta or wings, along with specialty baked sandwiches, fries, and signature salads. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, they'll save you a seat at Jim's Razorback Pizza in Little Rock and Morgan Maumelle.
Arkansas is special. Our people are honest and hardworking. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm is pure Arkansas. We were raised here, we live here, and we're straight shooters. Unfortunately, out-of-state lawyers who care nothing about Arkansas are advertising for your legal business. They don't understand that you don't hand Arkansans a pile of cow dung and try to tell us it's a rose. Don't be just a number. Call the Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
It's your Razor Hog update on Out of Bounds, giving you updates from the hill. Presented by Bradford Marine and ATV, now carrying the 1650 Duck Boat, featuring a heavy-duty built timber hull.
World champion of what?
103.7 The Buzz, your world champions of sports radio.
Don't get me wrong.
KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
A federal 3-judge panel heard arguments Monday over whether to dismiss a lawsuit challenging the way Arkansas's new 2021 congressional districts were made. The map was redrawn by the Arkansas legislature and splits Pulaski County into districts 1, 2, and 4. The suit was filed last year by the Legal Defense Fund and others. It claims the map discriminates against black voters in the county by splitting up communities. The Secretary of State's office denies that and wants the case dismissed, but the Legal Defense Fund wants it to go to trial. Another Arkansan is picked to be part of President-elect Donald Trump's administration. Warren Stevens was nominated to serve as the U.S. ambassador to the United Kingdom. Stevens is the chair and president of Stevens Incorporated, a private financial services firm with headquarters in Little Rock. The company has dozens of offices around the world, including in England. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be a cold but sunny day here in Little Rock. We'll have a high temperature of 46 degrees. Tonight, clouds will be increasing after midnight. We'll call it partly cloudy with an overnight low of 30 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Be game day ready with Generator Supercenter of Little Rock. Score big with their fall generator discounts of up to $2,000 off their most popular Generac models, as well as payments as low as $149 per month with approved credit. Don't fumble this opportunity and miss any of your favorite games because of lost power. With fast installation and excellent maintenance programs, there's never been a better time to buy a new generator. Visit them on Chenal Parkway or online at GeneratorSuperCenterofLittleRock.com.
Wonder how many calories Santa Claus consumes on a Christmas Eve, with all the milk and cookies people leave. I'd recommend this year you leave him a note. Let him know that you can get 50% off the joining fee at the Little Rock Racquet Club or Little Rock Athletic Club through December 31st. All those exercises, Santa would love you for it. You realize what this means for families, folks, or you? 1/2 off the joining fee at your Little Rock Racquet Club or Little Rock Athletic Club. Oh, people will witness the fitness.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. For a limited time, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The circle of life includes death.
For wills, trusts, and probate matters, there's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of Legal Lions. Exceptional communication and exceptional results in both the negotiating room and the courtroom. Lion Legal, the legal pride of Arkansas. Call 227-ROAR, and Lion Legal will come roaring to the rescue.
This year, American farmers will harvest 2.8 billion bushels of wheat and 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/manufacturing.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. For a limited time, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Shelter agents Chad Kesterson in Arkadelphia, Kyle Stone in Pine Bluff, or Blake Jumper in Benton.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment, family owned and selling and servicing Kubota equipment for over 30 years. Achieving Kubota's elite status for our service department. Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy, your hometown Kubota dealer, no matter where you live.
Tap Time with Bryce Nall and Scott Parton, presented by New Province Brewing, returns this Thursday at 7. Tap Time is Wood Rock's premier radio show for beer lovers, by beer lovers. Tap Time Thursday from 7 till 8 on 103.7 The Buzz, live from the Edwards Food Giant Studios.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go. Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities, given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear.
We're back in the house. The Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Friday, we're at Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort.
Race. Come on.
Nancy Holtis.
Remember her?
Clint Sterner. You know, since you've been here, Clint Sterner got announced as a Hall of Famer in the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame.
Awesome. Congrats, Clint.
Felix Jones. Real good class.
Yes. Who else?
I threw the list away today. Todd Knight from Ouachita Baptist.
Yeah.
Jack O'Keefe, golfer.
Yeah.
From Arkansas. Bunch of other people.
Didn't Felix average 10 yards a carry his senior year?
Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, dumb. Freak.
Junior year, sorry.
Yeah, before he went pro.
Yeah.
Let me get Brad and Cersei here. He tried last hour. We'll get him now, and then we'll do the red-white report. And what else we got coming up here? Oh, we're going to talk little Trojan Hoops at 11:30 with Jonathan Lawson. Transfer from Creighton. He's from Memphis. And he and the Trojans are hosting the Central Arkansas Bears tomorrow. but talk to him about his season so far. What's up, Brad?
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
Awesome.
Hey, this Gasaway guy that you're talking about.
Yeah, that's right.
Is he from Dumas, you said?
I don't know where they're from originally, but he's in one of the group that owns Mystic Dan.
Because I grew up with some Gasaways down there.
Okay.
And where's this place you're talking about a stay?
It's called Taylor's. It's in Dumas.
Taylor's. Oh yeah, it's a little bit out of town. Oh yeah, brother. Okay. You'll want to go back there.
I'll let you know.
But there's a little place in Pickens.
In where?
Pickens. 3 miles south, going toward Warren.
Pickens.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
And it's you go across Walnut Lake.
Okay.
Take a right. Never heard of it. Go across the track. Take a left, and you'll come to this little country store.
Okay.
And man, they got the best chicken fried steak in the state on Tuesday.
On Tuesdays, only on Tuesdays, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Right. It's not gonna be.
Now,
Tuesdays are
Harding,
tough.
while they play Ferris State, man, and they had a track meet last weekend.
Did they?
Not Harding, Ferris State.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't watch the game, but from the highlights that I saw, that other team just in Central Oklahoma, they just turned the ball over, and every time they turn it over, they just score, man. They just score.
Turnover's bad.
And
bad.
Yeah, and it was up there in the snow again. So it's amazing how 11-1 team defending national champion, and you're still worried about the next opponent.
Yep.
DJ, I got a question for you. And Clint Sterner, the thing with Andrew Luck, my vote for that guy for Arkansas is either Mr. DJ Williams or Clint Sterner.
I don't think either one of those guys are qualified to be the GM at Arkansas, but sure, good dudes.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I like it, Brad.
Just because they can. DJ, because what you said the other day, you wanted to put your helmet through that guy's skull. I said, that's my guy right there.
Straight through his soul.
How would you have handled the deal with Trevor Lawrence?
How would I handle the deal with Trevor Lawrence? In what regard?
Would you have just ripped that guy's head off, or would you? Yeah, that's what I would have done.
I mean, he got kicked out of the game after that, right?
He's been suspended for 3 games.
Suspended for 3 games. I like how his players responded, and this is where it gets tricky. I know the game is so fast, but you'd be surprised when you're in the moment. Yeah, when you're in the moment, you know you do have a split second to make a decision. Kind of like receivers, how last minute they see someone and they flinch and they kind of pull their hands back. So you do have time. Yeah, you have time to adjust that right there. Yeah. I don't know.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Point S Tires. Make sure your car is game day ready before you head up the hill. Check them out online at pointstire.com.
I don't know if Brad knew he was done, but he's done.
Like Brad.
Yeah, he's great.
What's the GM thing he's talking about?
So they hired Andrew Luck at Stanford to be the general manager who handles basically where's this NIL money going. By the way, I don't know if you heard Mac Brown talking yesterday. We talked about this on the show a little bit. They're getting like 4 times the money they were getting, or 3 times the money.
Mm-hmm.
So they had $4 million for NIL under him. Next year they're going to have $12 million because of revenue sharing. So Arkansas and everybody else are going to be in a lot better shape. Now there's still going to be haves and have-nots, but Arkansas should have a giant pot of money to get talented dudes.
So they're just over where the money goes to which players and which this and which that.
That's what the GM. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I 1,000% need to be that guy.
Yeah.
A good GM. And the best one I can think of is Nick Caserio, who was with the Patriots all that time.
Yeah.
He orchestrated that whole roster. And all you have to be is a good talent evaluator and say what this guy's worth, and coaches need to believe you and trust you.
Well, it has been pointed out repeatedly lately that running back's kind of an important position, more so than maybe people thought.
Okay.
Saquon Barkley. I mean, talking about NFL versions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry's pretty valuable, I would think.
Worth the money.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Tell Jerry. Arkansas basketball on the court tonight, 6 o'clock tip against Miami, and what we're calling an early season need to win, Christian?
Yeah, not must win.
Need to win.
I hope they win.
They need to win. Saturday they host UTSA in Fayetteville. That's an early start at 1 o'clock. Pre-game will start on the Buzz at 12:30. 12:30. Arkansas and Michigan next Tuesday in the Jimmy V Classic in New York City. 8 o'clock tip. And then they host UCA on the 14th at Simmons Bank Arena. That's a 3 o'clock tip. Looking forward to it. Good.
Davis will be going against his old head coach at Michigan.
Can you turn your mic way up? Will he?
Yes. Dusty.
What's his name?
Dusty May, right?
Dusty May. There you go. Yep. Yes, thank you. Okay, that's pretty much it. Anything else you guys got? Doom. Yeah, that'd be good.
What has Andrew Luck done to make him qualified for that job?
He's really smart. He played in the NFL, and he... no offense. And he... so I guess basically the same thing you got.
I mean, I would say...
He's been in business since then.
I think it's in those positions, it is so important to have somebody who is really good at evaluating talent. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah.
Not hearing conversations from donors saying, hey, what about this? Like,
you definitely don't want to listen
You
to them.
have to have a shut door and full, complete trust from your staff of saying, this is how much this player is worth.
Yeah.
Look at Moneyball.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, when it worked.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so D3 Auto Sales text line. With Singleton leaving, that tells me Green is returning, and if he's returning, then I would assume Bobby Petrino is also staying. Y'all agree? I don't think that's 100% determined.
Yeah, I think that's still up in the air. Good thing is we'll find out within a week.
Conway Christian advances after being down 21-0 to EPC. Let's go Eagles! Jaron Thomas to Deegan Meeks with 15 seconds left for the win. Conway Christian's living a charmed life this season. Taylor Steaks taste almost identical to Doe's, owned by the same people if I recall correctly. I've never heard that part. I do like Doe's a lot, though.
Yeah.
Justin, I know where the best steak you've had is. Prime Fresh Market, checking in. Yes, very good steaks over there for sure. The more you spend, the less you chew, this person says. That's from Matt.
Facts.
Okay. It's the real deal steaks, says this person. Is Arkansas still recruiting Kane Archer? I assume so. I think everybody's recruiting Kane Archer, aren't they?
Should be.
Grayson
Allen.
No.
Wilson
is signing with Arkansas, I believe, today.
Mm-hmm.
I've attended every home game for 5 years. Before that, I regularly attended 2 to 3 games a year. I've been to the Texas Bowl and Liberty Bowl and had a blast. I have no interest in another cold Liberty Bowl, and we'll be watching from home. Well, here's the good news. They're not going to the Liberty Bowl. They didn't win enough to get there. Non-playoff bowls will be full of opt-outs and boring now, but I will continue to attend home games. I sat through the Chad Morris years, so I know how bad it can get. If we get there again, I'll be watching from home. They're not going to Memphis. They're going to Birmingham or somewhere else that you probably don't want to go, but maybe it'll be a little bit warmer.
Mm.
When the King, Mr. Saban, stepped down, that said a lot to me, Drew says. I think a lot of people don't want to mess with this crap anymore. JW, do you feel Bobby Petrino should take some heat for Green, meaning that he's not really progressed or matured? He's still doing the same thing. I understand why Malachi left. No, I mean, I want to see what year 2 looks like. Maybe you don't. Maybe you've had enough of that porridge. I'd like another serving, sir, and make it nice and hot.
That's where it gets interesting, Justin. I think we, as now fans of football, we need to let go of this idea of what year 2 or year 3 and all that stuff looks like, just because that's not realistic anymore. I wish it were that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just tough with almost a new team every single year. I mean, think about Taylor Green. What's more important than him figuring stuff out? Chemistry with his receivers and tight ends and running backs.
Yep.
There's no telling who's going to be here next year.
Sure.
It could be all new guys.
Absolutely.
Chemistry up front with changing protection, makes their offensive linemen know where they need to go. There's no telling who's going to be here next year. And so, yeah, I mean, that's just a new task for a lot of these coaches, Justin, but how fast can they get people to understand their system? And sometimes I feel like they may have to dumb it down a little bit.
Sam, without Bobby, they'll be lucky to sell 40,000 season tickets, and only about half of them will show. So if Hunter's afraid of cost of Sam's buyout, how many millions of dollars will you lose with only 35,000 people on average showing up? If they want more NIL money, hire a new coach to get everyone excited again. It doesn't have to be a big name. Get Dow Loggins. Yeah, I'm not sold on that.
I like Dow Loggins.
Yeah, I like Dow fine, but there's no guarantee he's going to be a great head coach. If they fire Pittman, which I hope they don't, I figure they will give the head coaching job to Petrino if that happens. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Bobby Petrino's going to be the head coach at Arkansas again.
If he's not getting the job at Charlotte, why is he getting the job at Arkansas?
Yeah. Assistant coaches make suggestions. Head coaches make decisions. He's a decisions guy. Yeah, but also, to Clint Conque's point and mine too, At some point, you've made enough money. You don't want all the responsibility and the BS that you got to put up with as the head coach.
Then you don't go take that interview in Charlotte.
Well, no, you use it to angle for more cash for
He
the
doesn't
job
need
you
to do
currently
that.
have.
No.
Don't need to.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't he?
Why would he have to? You just said it's a little contradictory, or what's the word I'm looking for? I can't say
It's
it.
contradictory, but I didn't.
A little bit.
Well, I didn't make that argument. They did.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That was a listener. I didn't
Yeah.
say that. Petrino's 100% staying, this person says. That's according to Big T.
Big T.
I don't want to get into that. I don't know anything about anything. It's just some stuff's just not my business. What college will the Greenwood quarterback end up at? I don't know. Luckily, it's not going to be decided right now, because if it was, it probably wouldn't be going to Arkansas. I disagree 1,000% with DJ for once. Show some class, win-win. Respect your. If Ole Miss had planted their field in the middle of the stadium after that beating we took them a few weeks back, as a fan, I'd be furious, much less a player.
Oh, I didn't say that you can't be mad, but you're not going to start a brawl in the middle of the field.
This person says Ryan Day should be upset. He's the one who blew it. Yeah.
Agreed.
No doubt. They blew the game, and then he also didn't get his players in line after the game.
Yeah. Bad on him.
He should have taken his guys to the locker room and said, get in the locker room. We're done here.
Yeah.
Or stay on your side of the field, or whatever. It's senior day, too, so I get it. There's a bit of a deal there. And the other thing about Ohio State is they're not done playing important games yet.
Yeah. And I would love for Ole Miss to look at us as a program to where they would run to the middle of the field and put their flag on. That'd be awesome.
Who wants to do that? Now, Arkansas State might plant their flag in War Memorial next year.
Yeah, and if Arkansas State beats Arkansas and they plant the flag at War Memorial, then
hey,
so be it.
No issue with that.
Yeah, me
That's
neither.
the only time I'm going to say it's okay.
Yeah. And even as a Razorback fan, even if they went to Fayetteville and did it, I'd be mad, but I'd tell our players that's what we get. They don't want the flag in the middle of the field, then win the game.
I agree. Christian, how's our question of the day coming?
Question of the day. Early returns, 63% no. 24% depends where it is, and 13% yes.
I think for a lot of people, it'll depend where it is. I don't think people are trying to go to a long ways away, a flight, whatever. But if they can drive it and it's a convenient date and time, I would go. I would go to the Birmingham Bowl and watch it. The other problem is they're going to play somebody you don't care about. They're going to play West Virginia, or they're going to play some other second-rate team from a power conference that you don't care about.
What are we projected right now?
I mean, Birmingham's the most likely. I went through all the bowl scenarios yesterday, but like ESPN's both have both their guys on ESPN have Arkansas going to Birmingham to play Memphis or North Carolina. That might be kind of intriguing. 24/7 has Arkansas against Texas Tech in the Texas Bowl. USA Today's got Arkansas in the Texas Bowl against Baylor, and CBS has Birmingham for Arkansas against West Virginia, who also just fired their coach Neil Brown, who apparently is in the mix for Charlotte, according to Coach Collins.
Is the Texas Bowl in Houston?
The Texas Bowl is in Houston. Yeah, the Armed Forces Bowl is in Fort Worth.
Do you think, at the beginning of this year, there was a little bit more excitement in the air because Coach Petrino coming back? There's no telling what's going to happen. What do you think the early anticipation for next season will be? People just not on board at all? Or do you think as time goes by, we'll kind of get right back into the whole, we got these new guys coming in?
Bobby Joe will be calling in, talking about 9-win, 10-win seasons.
He was doing that yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Optimism, it always reigns supreme early in the season, man.
Yeah.
Rainwater will yell at the guys for losing to Missouri again at our kickoff event, and then we'll just get into the season.
Our big thing was getting new players, getting Taylon Green,
Jaquindon Jackson.
Jaquindon Jackson, Coach P coming, Fernando Carmona.
We were excited about Luke's second year
yeah,
healthy.
Luke's second year. We all thought, and so I'm just curious what needs to happen next year to bring that back. Because I feel like right now, fan base is not pumped.
Tell me you spent half your money in NIL on linemen. That's what I want to hear.
That would help.
Yeah. Maybe we should be worried about the Arkansas State bowl game because theirs is going to be kind of intriguing. Maybe they may be going to Florida.
Ooh,
I mean, they may be going to Montgomery, Alabama too. So you can't win them all. For those who missed the news earlier, we should have done this during the Red White Report. That was my fault. But Cam Ball and Xavier Sori, the linebacker, said they're both coming back next year. That's great. And then Singleton, the backup quarterback, is moving on, so he's not available to argue that he should be the starter next year. At least that's the way it looks right now. And I know Sam Pittman's feelings on you go in the portal, you can stay in the portal for all I care. I saw some number this morning. I'm going to tell you guys this number. It's going to blow your mind, although you'll probably be like, I can believe it. It's like 3,000 kids or something crazy going in there.
Oh, no doubt.
It's gross. No, I was way off. Transfer portal projections. The NCAA portal could see 15,000 to 18,000 entries this year, with 3,800 spots available and 3,600 FBS/FCS high school spots. We need a better process, says this person on Twitter. That is insanity. 15,000 dudes going in the portal. You want to talk about some football musical chairs.
Yeah.
How many players are there? 15,000. How many spots are there? 3,800. Good luck. Good luck. Hope you find a chair.
Yeah.
Hope you don't have to sit on the floor. Hope you don't have to keep dancing and standing around for the rest of your career.
How many guys do you think Arkansas will lose before the bowl game?
Buddy, I have no idea. No idea. How many? I don't even know who's senior, who's coming back, who's got a chance.
No, just to the portal.
Who's going to go to the NFL? No idea. I have no clue.
You want to do a little over-under?
I mean,
12.5?
I wouldn't even begin to know. Like, I would not, because you're counting guys that don't play much, too. Like, I don't even know who's, like, thinking, hey, I'm going to play more next year.
But those are the ones that you would like to say are development guys.
All right, let me ask you a better question.
Ooh.
One that's easier to answer. Who's the one guy that's available to come back that you don't think Arkansas can afford to lose? Or who would be the number one guy you'd want to retain? If you had to, like, pick a player, I'm designating this guy, he's got to come back for this amount of money, I'm bringing him back, guaranteed, who you want?
I mean, he's leaving. His name's Andrew Armstrong. So outside of...
He's not going to another team or the portal.
Yeah, he's going to NFL.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're just talking about...
Guys who can come back that you would want back.
Has?
I would say Luke has, Isaiah Satania, maybe a Dominion.
That's interesting you mentioned 3 offensive guys and didn't mention Taylor Green.
He's coming back.
But again... That's not what I asked.
I'm just trying to think who realistically.
Like, if any of those guys left, like, of all the guys that could leave, who would be like, oh, no, can't lose him? Maybe you feel like Taylor's pretty replaceable.
I really don't. And this is difficult, but I don't know how you can't argue the fact. And this is hard for me because I like the guy. I really do.
I don't care about that. I don't care how much you like him. I want to know if you can help the team.
You can't sit here and make the argument that 6 wins is. I mean, you know what I mean. Too many things happen. I think we get too distracted by the flashy highlight runs. And if you go back and look at a lot of his big time plays, Taylor Green, they're against UAPB, they're against La Tech, they're against Mississippi State. Outside of that, can't remember too many like that was some really good quarterback play, and if you want to be able to be competitive in this league, and by competitive I mean win the games you're supposed to win when they're there for the taking, you need a quarterback who can finish those games out. And the one big game that we did win, it was Malachi Singleton who finished it for us with a drive with the Arkansas team that was struggling to score. I mean, it is what it is.
Remember the Tennessee game?
Yes.
He made a couple of throws.
Couple throws, couple runs, good reads.
Yeah, well, Taylor got him to that point, too.
I know, but how many times has Taylor been in that situation and not been able to finish the drive? Now, it's not all his fault, and that's one thing, too. I think that's too focused on Taylor because in his defense, he's not working with a lot of protection up front. And so it's very hard to assess Taylor because the times we want him to stay in the pocket, I think he leaves because of all the BS that's happened
PTSD
before, and it's given him,
so
it's just a mess. All right, before we go to break, it's not a mess, getting some fine jewelry. My friends over there at Jones & Son, they're gearing up for the holidays. I mean, it's big time now, so if you're in the market for a nice holiday gift, I'd tell you Jones & Son is the place to be. I tell you this, I appreciate the listener who went into Jones & Son and said, DJ told me to ask for Jacob the Jeweler. I appreciate you. Y'all heading out there and they're taking care of everybody right now. When you hear fine jewelry, you think, so expensive, so expensive. Right now, you can get 14-karat jewelry for $500. Talk about a deal. They got great financing options as well. And if you're looking for a deal when it comes to this fine jewelry, you want to make sure you find the best prices. Well, they got a best price match guarantee with everything in the store, and they have the best prices with the fraction, or the best prices with the best quality too, because they're a direct diamond importer for your jewelry. So go by and see them. Once again, it means a lot when y'all give a little shout out that we send them their way. So once you're there, ask for Jacob the Jeweler and tell him DJ sent you.
Get in the conversation with the True Service Credit Union live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. In too deep, lower your rate when you move your loan to True Service. TrueService.net.
This is Sports Center.
In Arkansas football news, backup quarterback Malachi Singleton entered the portal. He was 21 of 28 for 358 yards and a touchdown on the air. He led Arkansas on a game-winning drive against number 4 Tennessee. Out of high school, he was a consensus 4-star. In the NFL last night, the Broncos beat the Browns 41-32 to improve to 8-5 on the year. Cleveland quarterback Jameis Winston had 4 touchdowns in the game, but he also had 3 interceptions, 2 of which were pick sixes. The next NFL game will be an NFC North showdown between the Lions and the Packers on Thursday Night Football. And Arkansas basketball returns to the court today to take on Miami on the road. Tip for the game is set for 6 o'clock on ESPN2. Radio coverage can be heard on The Buzz. I'm Christian Weaver of The Buzz Radio Network.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. We've been selling and servicing Kubota equipment since 1991. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, we pride ourselves in an honest sales experience and unmatched service after the sale. We carry Kubota tractors, mowers, construction, and hay equipment. If you allow us to be your Kubota dealer of choice, we promise not to let you down. Come see us on Main Street in Searcy. Hennard Foothills Equipment, we're your hometown Kubota dealer no matter where you live.
Centennial Bank presents Dan Hampton when he joins Morning Mayhem each week this football season. Centennial Bank, banking with you in mind. Member FDIC.
You know the sound, you know the place, and you know the time of year that means live racing at Oaklawn is coming. If your Oaklawn is playing favorites, letting it ride on long shots, or just soaking up the vibes of race day, it's time to make your plans and discover your Oaklawn. Live racing starts Friday, December 6th. Reserve seats, rooms in our hotel, or a spot in your favorite Oaklawn restaurant at oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You know, every year people make a New Year's resolution, and it's always about losing weight, spending more time in the gym. But if you're somebody that has chronic joint pain, you might want to think about making this New Year's resolution, and that's to call QC Kinetics. Hey everybody, it's RJ. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in advanced regenerative medicine. Their unique protocols use healing agents from your own body to target those aching joints, repairing and restoring damaged tissue the natural way. I know former athletes around Central Arkansas, and heck, even my own neighbors, that are using QC Kinetics right now, and they talk about how it has changed their life. The New Year's right around the corner, and if you've got joint pain, you need to see the folks over at QC Kinetics today. The best part about QC Kinetics, there's no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. Appointments are available as early as next week. Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440.
The Zone is back. You know what's better than listening to Justin Acri and DJ Williams? Watching them on our live stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. Now, let's get back into the show.
I don't need a golden ticket to be part of the club, 'cause I'm already in it. Anywhere I land, I'll stick it. Maybe it's a dream, but for me, I live it. Keep my head high, gonna get mine. You ain't gonna hold me down, so don't try. If you know mine, you're gonna find I'll be sneaking up on you in no time. Underestimate me.
I was just looking at I was sorry.
Yeah, were you
I know
at?
we had to talk about something, but
yeah.
And then we got a guest coming up here from Little Rock. Going to talk to Trojan Jonathan Lawson. But I was just reminded, looking at the numbers, like, I mean, Andrew Armstrong, and he's a special player, admittedly, but he did everything. Like, he led in like receptions and not touchdowns, but receptions and yards. I mean, he had a great year. That's a selling point for year two to receivers. I'd like to think it's a selling point for an offensive line because you got good running backs already on the roster. Mm-hmm. So if Coach Petrino stays, I think you got a lot to sell to potential recruits next year.
But, okay, on the flip side, what would Taylor look like if he doesn't have Andrew Armstrong?
Because Andrew made a lot of great catches.
Yeah.
You know, those 50-50
and that
balls.
was his guy. Like, he was throwing to him.
Like, got targeted like 16 times, literally Saturday.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Talk more about that.
He's got to throw it to somebody.
Yeah.
That's like when people are like, oh, they lost, 25 points off their roster last year. It's like, well, they're not going to play 4-on-5. Like, they're going to play another dude in there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Come tell you about my friends over there in Sherwood. I'm talking Russell Chevrolet. Like I said, holiday season is upon us. Red tag events going on. Once again, cars out there in that lot, red tag on it, 0% financing. Trying to take care of everybody for the holiday season. They got fresh lineups of everything you need. So if you like the pre-owned cars, they got those all right now priced to sell. You can see their full inventory online at russellchevrolet.com. But if you like something new, why get a 23, 24 when you get a 25? Brand spanking new, fresh off the lot. You want to take it for a test drive, they'll throw you the keys and say, take your time, make the decision when you want to. They're not going to hound you to make a decision right now, but when you feel like it's best for you, and they're going to make sure they put that best offer in front of your face. Once again, you can check out their full inventory at russellchevrolet.com.
All right, let's get to the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. Standing by is Jonathan Lawson, who is a first-year guy over at Little Rock, but transferred in from Creighton, so he's been around a little bit from down the road in Memphis, and they've got a home game tomorrow night. By the way, again, Trojan women at home tonight against Arkansas State. Jonathan, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing
Good.
good.
Yeah, we're good, man. Looking forward to tomorrow night. I know you guys are hosting Central Arkansas. You're not an Arkansas native, but I'm sure that you guys, anytime there's an in-state game, there's a little added focus on that one, I would think. You guys talk about that a little bit?
Yes, sir. We just want to go out there and win. Last year, and then win against UCA, and I just want to go out there and win this year since we didn't win last year, and just go out there and be competitive.
Expectations, I guess, going into the season, very high for this team. Picked to win the OVC, obviously lose KK Robinson early on. And did you guys think, or did you think, hey, next man up, we're going to adjust, and we're still going to be a team that can get it done in the OVC to win the championship?
After a while, we had next man was up type job, and everybody just had to step up their games, and guys had to fill in where KK was, and everybody had to play another bigger role than what we were going to do before he got hurt. So it's just been a learning experience for everybody.
You guys have been tested pretty well here early on. You play an Arkansas team that's got a lot of 4- and 5-star kids. You already played an Illinois team that's ranked now and kind of took one on the chin up there. We just saw on Thanksgiving how good Illinois is, though. Arkansas learned the hard way as well. And then you guys bounced back with a win last Wednesday, which was good to see and probably felt pretty good as well. But just tell me about the early season test. What are you learning about your team here in the early on? You guys have had a really good, tough schedule early.
I learned that we can compete with anybody when we just listen to coach and everybody buy into the little things that coach say and go on for the games and listen to our scout report and just doing a little thing like boxing out and rebounding. We playing great D. We just got to keep rebounding and guarding.
Were you a guy that grew up liking defense, or was it something you played because you had to?
Something I had to play because I had to.
Yeah.
I like making, so there was just But mixed teams, we like grit and grind, so it's kind of similar.
What attracted you to Little Rock? What made you want to come here other than being closer to home?
Coach Walker and Coach Bates, they recruited me, and the facility and the plan they had for me, and then a couple of I knew KK Robinson since 8th grade, and I heard he was coming back, and I wanted to play with KK and things like that. So that's another thing. And just the coaching staff, they put me out there being placed to display my talent.
Talking to Jonathan Lawson again, if you're just tuning in, Little Rock Trojan player, and this year averaging nearly 15 points a game and over 5 rebounds a game as well. Tell me about your time at Creighton. I've been up there, and I've done some games up there. It's a great environment, nice city. Did you like it up there outside of the fact that it was pretty far from home?
Yes, sir. It was a cool city. Besides the far part and the weather, so it was really nice. The fans, they enjoyed watching Creighton players, and they all filled me with arms, and just it was like a little family up there, and I'm close with some guys up there that I've been knowing for a while too, on the coaching staff and things like that. So it was a cool experience.
What'd you guys do over the holiday for Thanksgiving?
I had ate with my family. I went home for a day and ate with my family.
So are you the guy that's asking for tickets every game? I mean, you getting a lot of family and friends that come over for games from Memphis?
Yes, the majority of the time, I'm the one that asks for most of the tickets.
Coach Walker's kind of hung his hat on the defensive end. He could obviously score it back in the day too, but does he get out there and mix it up with you guys a little bit?
He don't come out there with us, but he uses different game plans, like different matchup zones and stuff like that, and different ball screen coverage and pressing wise. But yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. What about for school? What are you studying, Jonathan?
I'm in communication. I want to be like a commentator when I'm done playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably be on like Stephen A. Smith or Charles Barkley up there. Like try to commentate NBA or something after I'm done playing.
Are you an abrasive guy? I mean, you like to mix things up a little bit, or are you pretty friendly?
I'm kind of both. Yeah, so it just depends on the people.
I got you. Are you a trash talker during games?
If they talk to me, yes, sir.
You don't initiate.
Yeah, I don't initiate.
Yeah.
They
But you got a counterpunch. You got a counter for them.
I got a counterpunch if they keep agging on. I let the first couple times slide. Then I see.
So what'd you think of Arkansas? You got a chance to see them up close. I haven't seen them in person yet. We've been watching most of their games on television, but what'd you think of the Razorbacks?
They got a nice team. They play very hard. Play very hard for Coach Cal. They very athletic, and I think they'll gel right when all the pieces get back healthy. And like Coach Cal, I think he's doing a great job up there, and they'll be good in the long run. So it don't matter right now. It matter in March.
You guys, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think they'd be good around March time.
Gotcha. I'm still working on my communication skills, Jonathan, and I've been doing this a long time, so it's a work in progress. 42-24 at the half in Fayetteville. I want to hear what the halftime was like, and if there was any paint left on the walls when Coach Walker got done. Was he mad? Was he calm? What was that halftime like?
It was kind of a little bit of both because he told us what was going to happen. We just come out there and protect the ball. We'll be in the game, and we didn't do that the first 5 minutes, and y'all saw the result. And second half, we came back. He said, I know what to do, and such things like that. And we took the lead, and we could have been there like we outscored them in the second half. We ran our stuff right. So it was just like the first 5 minutes of the game really like separated us that game.
Yeah, it looked. I mean, I don't want to. I'm going to say this the right way. Let me think about this. I'm going to be careful about what I'm going to say this. I didn't think you guys came out with the right intensity to compete with a team like that. But you guys, it was a complete flip switch of the switch, I thought, in the second half. You guys came out, you were the aggressors. Like you guys are playing like your lives depended on it. I don't know if Coach threatened to make you walk back to Little Rock, but y'all played with some real intensity, and it showed your capability, and that's the team we all sort of expected to see this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We came out with the edge in the second half.
Yeah.
So it's like we didn't want to just let nobody just beat on us like that and things like that. And when we knew what they was gonna do, gamble on defense and things like that, and we just went out there and turned the ball over. So that was really what cost us the game. Basic turnover.
Did you hear that, DJ?
Yeah.
Turnovers are bad. Whether you're talking about football or basketball.
Can't have turnovers.
Bad stuff happens.
No.
Bad stuff happens. Well, listen, appreciate the time today, Jonathan. I will see you at the Jack tomorrow night, and good luck the rest of the season, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you. All right.
I like him. Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like to see guys come. I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm sure that was a factor for you. You had offers to play other places. Playing relatively close to home, pretty important factor for a lot of guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, get a chance to go play at a program like Creighton. That's a really good basketball program, obviously. That's a cool experience for him, but to be able to get back close to home is nice.
No place like home. You know me, I love home.
I know you do.
I love me some home.
DJ's like, is there a college that I can play at in my house? The University of DJ?
Yeah,
Can I get a team together here?
Online gaming or something like that.
We're going to hit a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk to Eli Cranor. He just sent me a new book. He said this book is about, what did he say? He said, talking books and biceps, dude, today. All right. Well, I'll find out more about that on the other side. That's quite a tease. Yesterday, we had on Dr. Stronach from over at UMS talking about hip replacement and what Coach Pittman's going through today.
Got to get it
Again,
right.
hope
he should walk out of there, right?
I don't know if he's going to literally going to, but yeah, pretty quickly.
Apparently, that's a thing now. You're supposed to be able to walk out.
Yep. I'm sure he'll be doing much better here, feeling good in the very near future. But if you need any kind of surgery, orthopedic sorts, our friends at UMS Health are here to help. Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UMS Health at 501-686-8674. You make the appointment, they fix you up. If you think living with pain is just the way it goes, well, guess what? I got news for you. Put that pain away and get your body fixed up right. And if you've got ankle or foot pain, Doctors Martin and Matthews and Parham can all help you out. They're orthopedic specialists. Yes, there may be a surgical option necessary, but there are non-surgical treatments that they may be able to help you out with as well, depending on what your situation is. Everything from tendon damage and fractures, serious stuff, to a sprain or a bunion. I mean, it could be anything minor or serious.
Not them bunions.
Not them bunions. It just sounds nasty. Yeah, 501-686-8674. Give our friends at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS a call, and they'll get you squared away. All right, Eli Cranor, courtesy of the Old Bank in Russellville, joining us on the other side. You are in the zone on the Buzz Radio Network.
For over 20 years, the hottest night spot in Little Rock has been Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar in the River Market. Open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with cold drinks and a world-class dueling piano show. Deep Ultra Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays, and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights for a fun dance club option on the weekend. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com to make a reservation and learn more.
Willie D's dueling pianos. Come and get your Willie on.
What's up, fellas? Clint Sterner here. Look, if you're only middle-aged but wondering why it seems harder to keep up, you're not alone. It may be caused by low testosterone. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, can help you get back to living your best life, but not just any TRT. Not those websites offering only basic treatments and at prices that sound too good to be true. See the provider specialist at Low T Center. They offer advanced personalized treatments with over a decade of experience. At Low T Center, you'll start with a simple test and get your results back in about 25 minutes. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Folks in the Gulf region are used to the aftermath of storms, but this year's tropical storm Beryl brought something to Houston they weren't used to: the incessant cacophony of the male Gulf Coast toad. The changes in temperature and barometric pressure apparently caused these lovelorn toads to call their prospective mates. Day and night, night and day. No word yet if these toads have any Barry White records in their collection to ease their problems. Stop by one of the 34 Double B's locations in Arkansas to fuel up. All of our pumps are new and safe for your credit card use. And if you use your Exxon card, you'll get 10 cents off a gallon. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Some metal suppliers sell you the products you want, but do they offer everything a successful building project really needs? That's why Reed's Metals is now Fortify Building Solutions, your reliable partner for metal roof, wall, and building products, plus the expert advice and personalized service you can count on. Make the process easier and every project stronger. Visit in Benton or at FortifyBuildingSolutions.com. FortifyBuildingSolutions.com to see what can be built better together.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with Ginger Russell from Russell Chevrolet. Ginger, how you doing?
I'm doing great, DJ.
All right, now there's three things we have in common. We both love the Razorbacks, we both love Chevys, and we both love great deals.
Absolutely, DJ. This month at Russell Chevrolet, we have 5.9% financing on Silverado half-ton trucks for 84 months with approved credit.
Man, 5.9 with 84 months? Talk about a deal. Ginger, where can they find you?
Well, we're a mile and a half north of McCain Mall, or you can find us at russellchevrolet.com.
Can't get enough of us on the radio? Follow us on Twitter at Justin Acri 7, at DJ45 Williams, and at CWeaver1037.
Medicine is drowning your perspective out, so I ain't taking any fault. Am I honest still? Am I half the man I used to be? I doubt it, forget about it, whatever. So
it's time for Enlightening Candor with Edgar Award-winning author Eli Cranor. Brought to you by the Old Bank in Russellville. The Old Bank offers an upscale dining experience in downtown Russellville. Between hand-cut prime steaks, BLTs, or their signature lump crab cakes, the Old Bank has something for everyone. Call for a reservation, 479-219-5181.
Oh, there he be. Eli Cranor. Welcome back. Happy post-Thanksgiving. What's happening?
Yeah, still running all that food out, man. I feel it. Just the sludge is real.
Before we talk about this book, and by the way, I read this assessment from the New Yorker. Thank you for that. It was very interesting. I'm looking forward to hearing more about this guy. But I got two things. First of all, obviously changes coming to Arkansas Tech football. Did you know that was coming?
I did not, man. I got the news yesterday afternoon, and then, it was news to me.
And then I was told that you and your family were responsible for lighting the Advent candles at church on Sunday. See, I get all kinds of stuff. Eli.
Wow.
Heard y'all did a great job getting things kicked off for the season.
Wow, Justin. You've got eyes at the First Methodist Church in Russellville, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Big brother is watching.
I used to get hyped about the Advent candles now. Come on, let's go.
Dude, counting down the days till you get to that big, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
That feeling as a kid. Yeah, so my daughter, shout out, 8-year-old, handling all the reading in church. Daddy was proud. She knocked it out.
It is so good. Such a good time. All right, buddy. Well, let's talk about this book. And the guy's name is John Finkel. And I teased it as Biceps and Books, and that is the name of his podcast, or I guess he's got a newsletter. Is that it?
He's got a newsletter. Yeah, so this is a little different. It's a little curveball for our talk today, because I'm not really I haven't read any of these books. He's got his latest one's called Macho Man, and it's a biography. Right. Yeah.
You better believe it, Eli. It's an incredible bio. It's all about me.
Yes, and it's got John Cena. His blurb bit for John Cena endorsed it. It looks great, but more than anything, he's got other books too. He's got a book where he ranks every president in order of athleticism. But really, what I wanted to focus on was what you just mentioned, was his newsletter, Books and Biceps. Because if anybody out there listens to this segment and I think this guy he's right in that same kind of vein. I mean, he sends out book recommendations for guys, guys that might like to lift, guys that might be into athletics, be into sports, but also, so it sounds like a really interesting dude. And his book that I see that he's recommended the most is a book that I've never read, a nonfiction piece called Shadow Divers, about these pair of explorers who find this German U-boat sunken off the coast of New Jersey, and that's really featured. He had that profile that I sent you in the New Yorker. It just kind of talks about how he goes from being like a gym bro, gym dad, to then sending out, and he's kind of like a book influencer, but for guys, which you don't see a lot. I mean, it's not a big thing, for guys to read books. So a cool guy.
Well, yeah. I mean, I love the fact that he's doing a bio on the Macho Man too. This is perfect.
Yeah,
because he's a cool guy.
I mean, and that's all he's got. He's got one on. I was looking through all the different. He wrote a lot he was like a sports journalist coming up. So I mean, he's got all sorts of, and he gives a lot. He recommends The Quarterback Whisperer, which is a book that I read, kind of about gurus and stuff like that. But then he throws out some Last Folk Hero biography of Bo Jackson, and then he even throws out some John Updike, some fiction in there as well. John Finkel is his name. His newsletter is Books and Biceps. And if you're a dude who's is interested in reading, this could be just like like you said, like a Reese Witherspoon, but for guys.
Yeah.
The guy pick up for books.
Make sure you pick up the Macho Man, okay?
Yeah.
I'm a real Renaissance man, DJ.
Let me tell you one thing, brother.
I've read all.
That's Hulk Hogan. I think you got going.
I'm gonna eat a Slim Jim.
Who can do a worse Macho Man?
I tell you what, DJ, I've read them all. Shakespeare, Tale of Two Cities, Clifford the Big Red Dog. But you know what the Macho Man likes to read about the most?
What's that?
The Macho Man. I can't wait to read my own biography. It's gonna be amazing.
Can't wait.
This is not the first time you've done a Macho Man, Randy Savage.
I like the Macho Man.
Does that not hurt your throat a little bit?
No.
No?
I've got a Trained up from yelling. I don't know. Been screaming at kids for 20 years, man, and I'm good.
You're ready.
Yeah, Eli's ready. He's good. Well, buddy, listen, we will talk to you next week. Thanks for the heads up on that. That's a cool deal, and I think that falls right in line with our listenership, guys that have a little bit of a, a lot of weekend warriors, obviously, but guys who have a little eye on athletics, but also want to get a little brain expansion. So this is a fictional story, the story about the divers, right?
No, that's a
real deal.
Non-fiction, yes. That's a real thing that happened. I pulled it up here.
I want to read this one.
Yeah, Jocks and Chiefs. That's the one where he ranks. Here's another one of his books where it's called Jocks and Chiefs, where he ranks the American presidents in order of athleticism.
I love
Gerald Ford is first. Andrew Johnson is last.
Poor Andrew Johnson. I can't believe that, though. I thought we had a couple pretty fat presidents over the years. Andrew Johnson's the last one, though?
That's what it
Taft was the last fat one.
Yeah, he got stuck in a tub, I thought.
Yeah, he got stuck in a tub.
But that doesn't mean he wasn't. There are a lot of fat athletic guys. Ask Babe Ruth.
True.
But he had to have somebody come help him out the tub?
That's the story.
That's the rumor.
But again, it might be like the Mama Cass thing. She didn't actually die on a ham sandwich. I think Andrew Johnson's birthday might be today. The 17th president of the United States.
Birthday?
December 29th. No, he wasn't born this day. No, there was some former president. Oh, maybe it was an inauguration deal for Andrew Jackson. I could be confused. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just randomly pulling things out of my behind. All right, we'll let you go, Eli. You got better things to do. I love you. We'll talk to you soon.
Later, dude.
See you, buddy. Got no love back from him. That's cool. Didn't hurt my feelings. I don't have any. It's all good. Let's talk about this on the D3 Auto Sales text line. Macho Man's dead, LOL. It's sad.
I think we knew that.
Uh-huh. Hard to believe Macho Man was a professional baseball player. Don't associate baseball and wrestling. I didn't realize that. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, apparently nobody did. Isn't John Finkel the chick with the fake ding in the back of her pants on Ace Ventura? No, that's, what was Finkel's first name? Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Yeah.
Finkel is a man. Or Einhorn's a man. We knew Finkel was a man. That's funny. Talon Green is like Matt Jones. He loses you as many games as he wins. Great runner minus the fumbles. Mediocre at best passer.
I've been doing my stat research over here.
What is his percentage of completion this year?
It is 60. Actually, I was just looking at it. His 60.8%.
It's about Matt Jonesy. I'll give you that.
Which is percentage-wise not too far. Oh, I'm looking at sacks. Yeah, his percentage puts him, I think, 11th in ACC or in the SEC. Now, however, he is the third most sacked quarterback in the SEC at 30. The leader is the guy from OU at 34.
How many fumbles does he have?
I can two off the top of my mind that I can think of.
That is not a stat. That's just a guess. Here's the thing. You know what I said yesterday, and you weren't here.
What's that?
I think so. You know how quarterback lines you have attempts, completions, yards.
Yep.
You have touchdowns. You have interceptions, which is a negative number.
Yep.
Why don't they on ball carriers? I don't care if it's quarterbacks. Should be on quarterbacks too. Quarterbacks, running backs, receivers should all have fumbles listed on their stat line.
I agree. That's a big deal.
I agree.
Huge deal.
That's why Arkansas lost to Missouri today. Yeah. That should be on the individual stat line.
So I looked at Talon Green's stats against teams with winning records. He's played 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the touchdowns he's thrown against winning teams this year has been 2 compared to 3 picks that he's thrown this year.
Mm-hmm.
Those teams have been Missouri, Texas, Ole Miss, LSU, Tennessee, Texas A&M. Average 220 a game, which isn't awful. But his QBR in those games is 56.6, which I looked up online. 50 is average, 100 perfect, 70 is good.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, outside of that Mississippi State game and UAPB game, he had 6 touchdowns against Mississippi State, 5 passing, 1 rushing. He didn't have any rushing touchdowns against any of those teams I just named.
Listen, I'm banking on year 2. I told you that.
I take that back. Against LSU, he did. No, he had a pick. Sorry about that.
He had a solid season. He could be better.
Yeah.
I think he'll be better in year 2. I'm banking on it. Some people aren't.
We ain't got no choice.
Nope. I say Coach Petrino, this person says, needs to get the QB from Oklahoma in the portal, keep Singleton, and let Green walk. Come on, guys. Rhett Lashley wouldn't go into another season with Green at the wheel of that ship. I don't know.
Flashes, though. He shows flash. The last drive against Missouri, I was just like, dang. incredible throws. That one he threw to Satania in the back of the end zone that barely got broken up.
Anybody else?
That was an amazing ball.
Enter the portal. Stat wants to know.
That we know of. I think 3 players have entered, but the big one would be Malachi. I'd have to figure out who the other 2 are.
This person says, whoa, 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 we will not accept Matt Jones hate. No doubt. Listen, Matt Jones is, I think, perfectly fine with the way his career went. He had a lot of great moments. I think
Need an O-line.
Just dandy.
It's not that hard. Pay the big guys up front.
For sure. That's it. Hour 2 in the books.
Already?
Yeah, nice job.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin in Piggott?
Yep.
Hoops in Humnoke, baseball in Bauxite, long shots in Lavaca?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Rock and Roll Sushi presents the Zone's Rock and Roll Challenge. Every Wednesday, Chris and Justin will spin the wheel of rock and roll knowledge and give you a chance to win a $20 Rock and Roll Sushi gift card. The Rock and Roll Challenge on the Zone is presented by Rock and Roll Sushi.
With the help of Big Lips, the perfect drum roll. During the entire month of December, the Little Rock Racquet Club and the Little Rock Athletic Club are offering you 50% off the joining fee. Offer ends December 31st. Merry Christmas and Happy New You.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorbacks basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Coffin by Design West, Bale Chevrolet, Blackman Auctions, Lion Legal, and Edwards Food Giant.
Don't get sidetracked.
That man is playing Galaga.
We'll keep you on course.
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
103.7 The Buzz. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
A federal 3-judge panel heard arguments Monday over whether to dismiss a lawsuit challenging the way Arkansas's new 2021 congressional districts were made. The map was redrawn by the Arkansas legislature and splits Pulaski County into districts 1, 2, and 4. The suit was filed last year by the Legal Defense Fund and others. It claims the map discriminates against black voters in the county by splitting up communities. The Secretary of State's office denies that and wants the case dismissed, but the Legal Defense Fund wants it to go to trial. Another Arkansan is picked to be part of President-elect Donald Trump's administration. Warren Stevens is nominated to serve as the U.S. ambassador to the United Kingdom. Stevens is the chair and president of Stevens Incorporated, a private financial services firm with headquarters in Little Rock. The company has dozens of offices around the world, including in England. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
This is Pat Bradley for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Cut up that 20+% interest credit card this Christmas and take advantage of 7.99%. That's right, 7.99% with a Platinum Visa credit card from Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Apply today at alcoacommunityfcu.org. Happy holidays!
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be a cold but sunny day. Here in Little Rock, we'll have a high temperature of 46 degrees. Tonight, clouds will be increasing after midnight. We'll call it partly cloudy with an overnight low of 30 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Make sure your car is game day ready before you head up to the hill. Let Point S Arkansas take care of that for you. Whether it's tires, brakes, shocks, or just a general service, Point S has you covered. They have brands such as Falcon, Toyo, Kumo, Blackhawk, and more. So visit one of their locations today. Tire Town Point S in Benton, Bartlett Tire Point S in Heber Springs, Fleet Tire Point S in Russellville and Pottsville. Proud sponsors of the Red White Report on the Zone, Point S Tires, online at pointstire.com.
The future of luxury today. That slogan from Genesis of Conway has never been truer than it is right now. I say that because the incredible, the unbelievable, the remarkable GV70 can now enhance your life beyond your wildest dreams at 2.99% interest for up to 60 months and up to $3,000 off. Make it happen. Genesis, it becomes genius when there's you. And you drop an E. Okay, never mind. Genesis of Conway, future of luxury today.
Are you dreaming of excitement and adventure? Hubbard Power Sports Can-Am and Sea-Doo of Russellville is the place to be. From the cost-effective and customizable Sea-Doo Switch pontoon boat to a one-of-a-kind Can-Am Spider, Hubbard Power Sports has what you're looking for. Looking for a Sea-Doo personal watercraft? Don't worry, we've got you covered there too. From a Can-Am Defender farm rig to the all-new 240-horsepower Can-Am Maverick R, we've got it all. With a large selection of Can-Am four-wheelers and side-by-side models in stock now. Stop by and see us in Russellville. Visit us at hubbardpowersports.com.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa. Guess what? We're going back to Christmas 2004, where you can save 30% off the best stocking stuffer ever. You can get a facial and a massage for $100. Go to our website, avabelladayspa.com, or stop by our spa at 301 North Shackelford Road in West Little Rock. It's as easy as avabelladayspa.com for all of your Christmas needs. Merry Christmas!
The most common form of treatment for the arthritic joints is normally cortisone injections and gel shots and over-the-counter medications. And most patients have tried all of that and are still in pain.
Every day, Dr. Aaron Wolkoff, a QC Kinetics medical director, meets patients who have exhausted every method to get relief. They've been told surgery is their only option.
They want to stay away from that path, and they come to us almost as the last hope. So we're using our own body's properties to help manage pain, to help slow arthritis down, keep the patients active with no downtime, and getting back to what they enjoy doing. I mean, I love what I do.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments from our board-certified providers help heal and restore aching joints. No surgery, harmful drugs, or downtime. Call for your free consultation today.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Once again this year, The Buzz is proud to bring you college football talk with Mark May every Thursday morning on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by Edwards Food Giant, the meat people. Mark will break down the week's biggest games and discuss who will win and why they'll win.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
See Shelter agents Steve Ferguson in Little Rock, Todd Session in Morrilton, or Kyle Stone in Pine Bluff.
This Christmas, celebrate the place you call home and those who share it with you. From your biggest projects to the smallest details, Greenway has the perfect gift for every member of your family. Check out our Home for the Holidays deals on John Deere equipment, tools, workshop items, apparel, toys, and more. Going on now through Christmas. Check off everyone on your list today at your local Greenway or online at gogreenway.com.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason.
What?
You know.
I just saw a reel. I like to flip through reels. I get lost.
They get me, man.
I get sucked in.
Like, where'd the time go?
This girl's asking her boyfriend, if you had to kiss one of my best friends to save my life, would you do it?
Oh, that's a trap.
That's a trap. Run.
You're dead, boo. Gotta let you go. Ebony asks me some weird questions sometimes.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, are you actually wanting me to answer this right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to play that game.
You know, they say, there's an old saying that goes that a perfect marriage is between a deaf man and a blind woman.
Is that how that works? All right.
I think there's some validity to that.
Well, I'm really good at selective hearing.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
If you can get away with it.
Yeah.
She asked you 7 times, so you ain't getting away with it.
True.
All right. I got the weirdest thing in the mail the other day.
I was about to say, why is it binded like that?
It's a manuscript. I've been holding on to this for a few days.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring it up until you were back in studio with me.
Cool.
I got this last week. And this listener, G, his initials are GM, sent me this manuscript that he wrote. I'm gonna read the letter.
Yeah.
You remember a couple weeks ago when I did my rant about the inability to find bleach pens because they quit making them?
Yeah.
By the way, I still have not gotten this fake coupon from Clorox that I asked. They told me they're going to send me.
You got to get it.
I sent them a letter, an email, and said, hey, what happened to the bleach pens, and are they coming back, and where can I find one? And they said, we are not going to make them, but as a thank you for being a loyal customer, we're sending you a $5 gift certificate to spend on other Clorox products.
And you've been looking for it?
Ain't seen it yet. I ain't seen it yet. Clorox, you a bunch of liars, you a bunch of idiots over there. First of all, you discontinue your best product. I can get bleach from 100 people.
Those bleach pens were clutch.
They are the best.
Yeah.
It ain't close. And I bought other bleach pens online. It's just not the same thing.
What was the reasoning?
The gel is so good. I don't know why. Nobody knows. I want a documentary done on why the bleach pens are no longer in existence.
They're
it's
hiding
the greatest
something.
product ever. I mean, I literally had someone send me, after I did this whole rant the other day, somebody sent me a thing they found online. It was like 3 bleach pens for like $74. I'm like, I'm thinking about it.
No,
I'm not even kidding.
No.
DJ, first of all, one lasts you a long time.
Yeah.
Secondly, there's nothing else like it on the market. There's nothing in existence like it. It's a one of a kind. For those of us who pride themselves on doing good laundry, it's critical.
You use it before you put it in laundry? Just smudge it out real quick and then throw it in?
Not real quick, but like you let it sit for a bit. You got to
Okay.
put it in the right amount of time. Because if you leave it on there too long, it'll discolor it.
Okay.
There's a fine line
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But I'm in it.
That's a good price for someone like you. Yeah. Obsessed with laundry.
Dear Justin, today on your show, you mentioned that Clorox Bleach has discontinued the line of bleach pens and how they should make a movie about your breaking into houses to find one. I'm a lowly, boring police officer who enjoys simple things and peace when I return home. My joy resides in writing, short stories and the like, but I really enjoyed your banter on the bleach pen, and so, purely for fun, I wrote you a screenplay on how your search for that pen may go.
That's amazing.
You may hate it, and I have never attempted to pen a screenplay before, but, well, there it is. By some off chance you do like it, do whatever you'd like with it. I wrote it because it was fun to do, and I enjoy your show every day. You have my full permission to use it, burn it, wipe your booty with it, whatever.
Ooh.
Won't do that. I hope, though, you laugh just a little. Thank you for your great work on the show. I do not know what I would do without you on the air each day. Thanks again, GM. Well, thank you so much for sending it. Now, I have read through it. I'm going to let you guys do it. I think we should, DJ, with your skill set.
I was about to say, you know who has a particular set of skills.
I think we should act this out. I think we should do it.
I'll shoot it and I'll film it.
I think it would be hilarious.
You want to do it?
I think it would be amazing.
I am who? GM?
Yeah.
Thanks for sending that.
How
That's
long of a script
amazing.
is this?
It's not long at all. It's like we're talking about like a 5-7 minute movie.
Okay.
Can I see this thing?
Yeah, you can take it.
We can piece this together. And
Oh,
we
there's
can
no
make it
doubt.
work.
It would be fantastic. I am going to have to go online and buy some bleach pens, though.
We got to find one.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to break in someone's house in this movie and steal their bleach pen.
Dang, he is not playing around. Setting the scene.
Yes. It's
Is
written
it
like a
in
real
typewriter font and everything?
It's written like a real screenplay. It's like
awesome.
Justin enters from off stage right, like that.
That's great.
I think it's hilarious. I appreciate you sending it in, man. It really, I'm serious. Like I'm very, very upset. And in fact, what sucks is I had a couple people reach out to me and go, hey, I think I've got one in my laundry room that we don't use. And I'm like, cool. And then I never heard again from them. So thanks a lot, all of you teases out there. You bleach pen teases. You know who you are.
I just Googled bleach pens, and I found one for pack of 2 for $12 on
Gotta get
Amazon,
it.
but I don't know if it's good or not.
Okay, send me the link because I will definitely I'll snap those up now.
These are not. These are like not.
You need the Clorox.
They're not Clorox.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't
yeah,
want
I got some of those. They're garbage.
Okay.
They're just garbage. I'll tell you another product I will wholeheartedly endorse. Have you guys ever, again, if you play around on Reels and crap like that, or you get ads on your phone, have you seen these things that have like the fibers inside a bag and you wash your shoes with them?
Mm-mm.
It's a bag with little fibers inside. So you know, like, how do I wash my shoes really well, right?
Right.
So like you what I do now is I spray and wash them, and then you put them inside this bag, and then just throw it in with your laundry. And like the little fibers inside help wash your shoes while they're in there. It works amazing.
I found a pack of 4.
$100 or less.
$169.
Again,
What?
I mean,
What
I'd
are we
consider
doing?
it. It's dumb, but I consider it.
Oh my gosh! And you're right. There's not a lot of options out there.
I mean, if
They
you-
got plenty of other bleach. Tide has a bleach pen. You're not down with Tide?
I love Tide, but there's no way. Is it a Tide pen or is it a bleach pen
It
from
says
Tide?
Tide to go.
Tide to go is not a bleach pen. That's a
Pen
stain
stain
pen.
remover.
It's a stain pen. It's not the same thing.
Okay. Dang, $170 for this?
That don't work on whites. Yeah, but you get
Wow.
4 of them, you said, right?
Yeah.
That's $40 a piece.
Hey.
Or 45.
Whatever.
42.50.
Somewhere in
Just
there.
counting.
Justin, I'm down for this.
Yeah.
We'll shoot the whole thing.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Okay.
I hope that you know what we need to do is you need to send a copy to Clorox and hope that it impacts them enough where they consider bringing them back. I want to know the reason why they quit making them.
This will be Are we about to shoot a commercial?
We're about to shoot a
and they're gonna air this during the Super Bowl.
It's what I call a desperate plea for help.
They're gonna air this on the Super Bowl.
That'd be hilarious.
And then we're gonna hook up GM with royalties. We'll give them a bleach pen.
Yeah, at least one. You can have 10%. That's a contract.
Redneck male. This is amazing. All right,
who's gonna play that? You got to cast it.
Can it be? It can't be me.
Redneck. No offense. You don't fit the prototype.
Fair.
Because you're too. You don't even talk like with weird accent.
Yeah, fair.
I could see Roger Scott playing that role.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
No offense, Roger.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll let you handle that. It's got potential though. No.
Priest, amazing. They can be Christian.
You think the pigskin would play a priest for me? Wow. I get some weird stuff.
Confess your sins.
Yeah, I got to go to the priest and admit that I stole bleach pens. But I don't even care. Like I'd tell God and everybody, like, hey, look, I can't help it. I got to have it. And there's no other way to get them.
I'm having impure thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
This is great.
Yeah.
All right.
Feral Hog says on our True Service Community Federal Credit Union live fan feedback, I hate to see Singleton lead. Bro was quick to make a decision in the pocket. Green holds the ball too long. Concur. Singleton protects the ball when running. Green carries it around like a blanking loaf of bread. I don't know, man. That's a funny phrase. When I walk around with bread, I'm never dropping it. I do really like bread, though.
Yeah.
Green can make some plays 5 and 7 next year. Same schedule minus the non-cons with all the tougher teams on the road. It's not the same schedule. They're playing Notre Dame and they're playing Memphis in the non-conference. You're out of your mind. Oh, you're saying minus the non-cons. Okay, you're totally right, Feral Hog. Sorry. It's going to be a rough year, he says. Why turnovers just like this year? Did you read Sam Pittman's comments about Arkansas and the fumbles? And he said, if I could fix it, I would. But he basically said their ball security is not good enough. And I'm like, can't you work on, I don't know, ball security?
So I looked at a few of those things, and there is a huge emphasis, and I don't know why it was more when I got to the NFL than college. Ball security was just driven into our brains.
Because NFL coaches are analytics guys, and they know that turnovers kill you.
And every practice, every moment, every defensive player always punching the ball out. And I could tell there was just a huge that was probably one of the biggest things I noticed. Is like, dang, they really put an emphasis on this ball security. Watching film when guys break away, coaches wouldn't see any of those clips without reminding players, be careful for that ball security. Somebody's sneaking up on you. So it is coachable. You just have to be over the top about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Razorbacks led the nation with 28 fumbles and lost 13 of them during the regular season. If I knew the answer, we'd try to fix it, says Coach Pittman. That makes me want to bang my head against the wall or stick my head in a wood chipper.
And it's just the little things that matter. I think when sometimes DeBinion or Jaquindon, they try to get extra yards and run someone over, they should be coached up both hands on the ball. They always lean down with the ball, and when they lean over their chest, it exposes that ball. So if a helmet or a shoulder pad hits it, it just knocks the ball. I mean,
some of it's bad luck, admittedly. It's timing and all that, but this is not unique to Arkansas. Everybody goes through the same thing. Every running back tries to get a few extra yards. Every receiver does. Most quarterbacks do. That's part of it.
And you can tell which ones really lock that thing up.
You fumble, you're out. That's the rule. He says, obviously that all falls on me and we have to do a better job of that. Yes. He says, bottom line is we have to be carrying the ball loose. But the bottom line is we have to be carrying the ball loose. That's the bottom line?
Maybe not loose. Yeah. Bottom line, we have been carrying the ball loose?
I think that's what he's trying to say.
Okay.
He says if you're not, you're going to turn it over some. There's just hits and all that, but you're not going to turn it over and have that kind of stat if you're not loose with the football, clarifies. Obviously, that all falls on me. Well, that is a contradictory statement, but I know he knows what he's talking about, so I'm not going to be too much of a butthole about it. But that's got to be a point of emphasis next year. Turnovers kill you.
And you said it right. Some of them are just, it is what it is. It happens. Great play by the defense or just unfortunate this and that. But my fumbles that I had in college, I never lost one. I'll say that.
Were you trying to get Petrino fired when you did that?
Oh, no. But both of them, clearly, ball was way too loose away from my body. Just trying to do something extra and lost track,
4 points of contact, DJ. We always teach it.
Got to keep it tight.
Got to keep it tight.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to get me fired, Williams?
Missed that guy.
I do too.
Wish he would come back.
Wish he wouldn't go to Charlotte. That's for sure. All right. We got a guest coming up at 12:30, so we need to get to it.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram, or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
What are we going to give away for birthdays today, Christian? Do we have any more tickets for... Did we give away a 4-pack for basketball yesterday?
We can give away some basketball tickets.
Do we have more?
Yeah.
Okay. How about for tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Okay. Arkansas and... Excuse me. How about Little Rock and Central Arkansas tomorrow at the Jack? We just talked to Trojan, Jonathan Lawson. Anyway, they are hosting the Bears tomorrow. Little I-40 showdown. You liking this script, aren't you? We're going to have fun with it. Gladiator 2. Good weekend for them. And big news for Denzel Washington, too. This is now the highest grossing film of his career. Isn't that crazy?
Pretty wild.
Yeah, I would have thought for sure either American Gangster or...
Didn't we talk? You weren't here.
He was
we
gone.
talked about that.
What was the other one?
American Gangster was number one.
His previous...
Was it? What was the other one that was really popular?
Training Day?
Training Day, thank you. Mm-hmm. Gladiator 2 has helped Washington eclipse $4.8 billion worldwide at the box office for his career. And it's expected to take him past $5 billion by the time it's all said and done. Pretty awesome.
You probably have it in there, but you know who crushed the box office this weekend?
Yes. Wicked.
I was going to say Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
With what?
Well, Red One.
Well, they made...
And Moana.
Moana
Mostly
killed.
Moana.
Yeah, Moana. I forgot about that as number one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, there's two, but...
Yeah, he's like, I made $10 million over here, and I made a couple thousand over here.
Yeah.
Have you read the book, Wicked?
Read the book? I've seen the play.
I know you have. Have you read the book?
No.
Apparently the book is quite graphic.
I could see that.
Yeah. So, Gregory Maguire wrote the book, Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West. It's based on L. Frank Baum's characters in The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, as you guys all know.
L. Frank Baum?
Baum.
Who's that?
Stadium guy.
He wrote The Wizard of Oz.
Is that why her name is Elphaba?
Oh, maybe so. Never put that together.
Huh.
Didn't know that until today anyway. Despite the popularity of the movie and the resurgence of interest in all that came before, parents are warned not to buy their children the book for Christmas or any other time that inspired Wicked because of disturbing scenes, such as it contains drinking, drugs, sexual assault, prostitution, crime, racism, murder, and sex parties between humans and animals. One of the opening scenes in the book depicts puppets having sex, and when Elphaba is first introduced, she's a ferocious infant who is muzzled after biting off people's appendages.
Dang.
Lunatic.
It's aggressive.
So your kids probably, this is not a great kids book. He's like, oh, you love the movie. Here you go. Merry Christmas,
Just
Sonny.
hand it to him.
Yeah, here's a Wicked book. You're so happy.
Oh.
Mom, there's some weird stuff in here.
You seen it yet?
Still no.
I saw it this weekend.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yep.
It was good.
I liked it. Why you let him just kick that off? Like, you love it? You didn't think it was amazing?
Well, I just...
I liked it. I thought the story was
I know when he says he likes it, it means something. Unlike Coach Kelly, who's all over the place.
What did he say was amazing? He said Gladiator 2 was amazing.
No. Before that, though, he was on one. I was like,
Madam Web loves it.
Oh, God.
He also liked, what else?
He liked that one movie that was so bad.
You said it was Trap.
Oh,
Love
God,
Trap.
what a terrible movie.
It was the best.
So bad.
Have you seen Gladiator 2 yet?
No, not yet. I did see that there are rumors, too, that the Avengers versus the X-Men could be having a spin-off directed by
Ridley Scott.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, my God.
Coming back.
He's been gone for some time. He'd have to come back. Snoop Dogg sparing no expense when it comes to planning his only daughter's wedding. His youngest child, Corey Broadus, is getting married to Wayne Deuce. In truth, it's the truth, he says, but the only thing about this gift is she never got to open it or she hasn't opened it. It was $1 million for her wedding. Snoop also added that he said, I told her if it was me, my wedding would have been $100 and $900 would have gone in my pocket. I think he means $100,000 and $900,000 would have gone in my pocket. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I guess the $1 million was for her wedding and whatever else she wanted to do. But apparently he spent $1 million on her wedding. That's what he's suggesting. That's crazy.
So he's saying, here's $1 million, do what you want to do with it?
Yeah, and he's saying she had $1 million wedding or is going to have $1 million wedding. He said, I would have spent $100,000 on the wedding and put $900 in my pocket.
Yeah.
Snoop's got too much money, apparently. Here's what I would have done. I told my kids, I was saying, here's $100,000 for your wedding. Congratulations. If you make it to 10 years, I'll give you $900 more.
Boom. You're a big believer in that.
Big believer.
Yeah.
It's not impressive to get married any more than it is to graduate from high school.
Anybody can do
that. Most everybody can do that.
Yeah.
When you get down the road with somebody 10, 15, 20, 25, 30
Different
years.
ball game.
Yeah, that's impressive to me. Now, I don't know how long Eddie Murphy's son and Martin Lawrence's daughter will stay together, but they're engaged.
Yeah, they are.
You talk about a comedic family. Maybe. It just skips a generation. Maybe they will give birth to the funniest person that's ever lived. Because I don't know that his kid or either one of their kids are funny.
I mean, their kids that grandbaby has to grow up on some good comedies. Hey, watch this. Well, how old before they can watch a lot of their stuff?
Well, you can watch a lot of Eddie's latest stuff now, but Donkey. But yeah, Martin Lawrence. I guess you can watch Martin probably when you're a kid. I got a great tiebreaker today if we need it. I hope we need it. If not, I'll just give it to you.
Little birthday trivia?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Got tickets to go for Little Rock and Central Arkansas tomorrow night at the Jack, 7 o'clock. Should be fun. I'm excited about being over there. Yeah, Central Arkansas's got 2 really long road trips this week. Little Rock and Pine Bluff. Pretty good deal for them. And for me.
Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
It's Taco Tuesday at Brewski's. $1.50 tacos, $5 22-ounce margies, and $3 shots of specific liquors. Muy bien. Trivia's downtown, poker, North Little Rock. Let's get to it. All right, Fred, you're going to be with DJ. Christian, you've got Tony. This woman is a comedian. She has been in such films as Night School, Uncle Drew, Girls Trip. Tiffany Haddish is how old today, Christian?
Tiffany Haddish is 45 today.
45, no.
39.
I just automatically said that. She's 45. Bingo, bango. This guy's an actor, and he has won an Academy Award. He is the first Canadian to win the Best Actor Academy Award. He's the first. I'm assuming he's the only Canadian that's ever won Best Actor Academy Award.
Dustin Hoffman.
George of the Jungle, The Mummy, and he won for The Whale.
Brandon Fraser for The Whale.
How old is he?
Brandon Fraser is...
What are you winning on?
He went for The Whale.
Oh, yeah, okay.
53.
55.
6. This woman's an actress. She was in Wall Street, Roxanne, Legal Eagles, The Clan of the Cave Bear, and she played a mermaid in Splash. She was also in Steel Magnolias and Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
Kathy Bates.
She is not Kathy Bates, and she's nowhere
Sally
close.
Field.
She is also not Sally Field.
Julia Roberts.
She's tall. She was a model. She's blonde. Her name
Farrah
is
Fawcett.
The same as one of the members of one of the most famous singing duos in history.
Phyllis.
Happy birthday.
Hall. It's
easy. Regina.
Patton Hall.
Happy birthday, Daryl Hannah. She's 64. This guy's a singer. We're going to do a little audio clue, boys, because our guest is waiting, so we need to move this thing along here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yep. Ozzy. Yes.
What band was he in, DJ? Do you know?
Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah, that's right.
He was with Black Sabbath.
There
Right?
Wow.
I knew it was something like that. You like that?
Amazed right now, actually. How old is he? Rock and Roll Hall of Famer.
He is 72.
74.
6. Hey. This guy is a singer. I don't think we probably... Well, we might. We might have... we do. Here we go. This guy's a one-hit wonder.
This is how we do.
Montel Jordan.
Woo! You're on the board, big guy.
Yeah!
6'8".
So he says in the song. I don't know. 6'8" he's stood. How old is he?
Montel Jordan is 49 today.
52.
6. DJ's on a roll. What a comeback this would be. She's a redheaded actress. Boogie
Jessica
Nights,
Chastain.
Big Lebowski, Magnolia, The Fugitive.
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore. How old?
Julianne Moore is
The Lost
lovely,
World.
but she's 62 today.
She is lovely and not 62.
60.
She's 64. This actress was in Ted 2.
Billy Kunis.
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Charlize Theron.
Les Miserables. Jennifer's Body.
Oh, that the funny
Amanda
one.
Seyfried.
Amanda Seyfried is exactly right. Oh, her. She was also Sarah Henriksen in Big Love, if you ever watched that show. How old is she?
She is 39 today?
Yeah. What a domination. It's 12-2. Also, it's Dee Dee's birthday from Ava Bella, so if you see Dee Dee
birthday.
out and about today, make sure you hug her neck or give her a high five or whatever.
Was that your bonus?
No. Wilt Chamberlain's first collegiate basketball game happened on this day in 1956. How many points did he score? First Kansas game.
15.
55.
52 points.
Oh.
Insane. He's like...
Out of the gate.
He's like, this college game is super easy, too. How good was he in high school? It had to be dumb.
Otherworldly, yeah.
And on this day in 1997, Latrell Sprewell showed how easy it is to do something else in basketball. Lose a contract. He choked PJ Carlesimo, and they took away his 4-year, $32 million NBA deal. And look, $32 million in 97 was a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. I mean, it's a pittance now, admittedly. None of us would even want that dumb contract. But
What's he choking people for?
Well, PJ is pretty annoying.
He ended up on the Timberwolves after that. I don't know what his contract was.
We got to hit a break. Jeff Fuller's standing by. We're going to talk to him about a special event going on this weekend. Go ahead.
We're excited about that. Also, too, got to tell you once again about my friends over there at Russell Chevrolet. Talked about it once, so good, you got to talk about it twice. It's that time of the year when you may be trying to get something a little special. And I know it depends on what your situation is like when it comes to financing. Good thing over there in Sherwood at Russell Chevrolet. They've been in business since 1963 because they've been helping people out figure out all that stuff. So when it comes to finding a good deal, all you have to do is walk through the door and start with the conversation. They're going to walk you through every step of the way. Financing, options available, cash, they'll take it, anything they got. But the thing about it is they want to make sure you got a great ride with an amazing deal, because the big thing over there, they got repeat customers because service is always good. So make sure you head out. Once again, it's over there across the street from the mall over there in North Little Rock, community in Sherwood since 1963, taking care of their own. Visit my friends at Russell Chevrolet and take advantage of their Red Tag event, 0% financing, full inventory at russellchevrolet.com.
This is Sports Center.
In Arkansas football news, backup quarterback Malachi Singleton entered the portal. He was 21 of 28 for 358 yards and a touchdown on the year. He led Arkansas on a game-winning drive against number 4 Tennessee. Out of high school, he was a consensus 4-star. In the NFL last night, the Broncos beat the Browns 41-32 to improve to 8-5 on the year. Cleveland quarterback Jameis Winston had 4 touchdowns in the game, but he also had 3 interceptions, 2 of which were pick sixes. The next NFL game will be an NFC North showdown between the Lions and the Packers on Thursday Night Football. And Arkansas basketball returns to the court today to take on Miami on the road. Tip for the game is set for 6 o'clock on ESPN2. Radio coverage can be heard on The Buzz. I'm Christian Weaver of The Buzz Radio Network.
With the help of Big Lips, the perfect drum roll. During the entire month of December, the Little Rock Racquet Club and the Little Rock Athletic Club are offering you 50% off the joining fee. Offer ends December 31st. Merry Christmas and Happy New You.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds, we'll get set for Arkansas, Miami. The Razorbacks back on the court Tuesday night. Matt Zimmerman will join us. We'll get his thoughts on the Arkansas-Miami game and look back at the Illinois game. Also, Hayden Henry joins us. We'll kind of recap the Razorback football season. And we got an NFL game to talk about, Broncos and Browns. All that and a whole lot more coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds.
Fellas, are you dealing with low energy? Do you not have the same pep in your step that you used to have? It could be low testosterone. Testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT, is the answer. But guys, we have different T levels, man. We're not all the same. Don't go for TRT with a standard dosage plan. Ask. There is a difference. Look for TRT with an optimized personal treatment plan. That's what you'll get with the experts at Low T Center. They provide advanced therapy and have over a decade of experience to back it all up. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, as the year comes to an end, if you've put off replacing your old outdated bath or shower, now's the time to call Bath Makeover of Arkansas for incredible year-end savings. We are Central Arkansas's trusted local source for custom bathing solutions installed in as little as 1 day, featuring our revolutionary new laser-etched shower wall systems. Get the look of real tile that will never chip, crack, peel, discolor, or fade. Call Bath Makeover of Arkansas now at 1-800-NEW-BATH. During our year-end blowout sale, receive half off labor on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts, plus a bonus. Receive a $200 Visa gift card with your bath or shower purchase. And call 1-800-NEW-BATH right now for a free $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Honda of North Little Rock is under new ownership. You owe it to yourself to come see the newly remodeled showroom, as it's overflowing with new and used inventory of Honda and Yamaha ATVs and motorcycles. Don't miss out on the great deals. Meet the new owners and GM Al Hanmaker. That's Honda of North Little Rock, 4524 MacArthur Drive.
Welcome back to The Zone. Get into the show by messaging our True Service Community Federal Credit Union live fan feedback, or by texting our D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-661-1037.
If you're looking for a great gift idea, you can get down to Max Prairie Wings. I'm actually thinking about getting Maddox some stuff from there, DJ. I called him last week and I said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, we're deer hunting right now. We're going to duck hunt later." I'm like, "Ooh, do you have a hunting license?" He's like, "Yeah." I had no idea. I know his buddies all fish and hunt and everything. That's just not, we didn't grow up doing that, so I didn't do it with him. But I was like, it's cool that you found your niche, man. That's his jam. I don't know where he got it.
He enjoys it?
He loves it.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm thinking about getting him a gift certificate from Max Prairie Wings, though, because then he can just go get whatever he needs. Like, I don't know if he needs a new shotgun or he needs some waders or whatever.
Just get him some waders.
I'm just going to give him a gift card and let him go get what he wants.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I didn't know he hunted until last weekend.
Is that the way to do it for Christmas gifts?
I mean, some people call them impersonal, but I would much rather get a gift card and go pick out something that I love than you pick me out something I'll probably like and I'll keep.
Would you tell someone what you want for Christmas?
Yes, I'm going to tell you exactly what I want for Christmas, and you better get it for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you want to give me a Max Prairie Wings gift card, then I can give it to Maddox.
Yeah,
exactly. Be fine. I don't need anything for myself. I'm a giver, DJ. That's me.
Me too.
They also will customize for you at Max Prairie Wings, which is cool. Custom embroidery or vinyl or laser engraving. If you own a business or maybe you just want to get somebody something with their initials on it or something like that, they can do all that. They can engrave your company logo in the store on hundreds of different things. Clothing, gifts, Yeti cups, gun cases. I don't care what you put on a Yeti cup. I'll take it. You want to put your logo on there? Great. You want to put my name on there? Fine. You want to say, I hate DJ? I'll carry that cup around if it's a Yeti, even though I don't feel that way, DJ. I still would. Stop in or just email custom@maxpw.com and make your purchase even that more unique. Because if you got, like, if I got Maddox a gun case, he'd love it. But if I got him a gun case that had his name on it, wouldn't he like that better?
Not even close.
Pretty
It'd
cool,
be so
right?
much better, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, the customization station at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. The hunt begins here, and so does the customizing. All right, Jeff Fuller is here.
Hey.
Not to talk hardware, but to talk about a special event. And you were really hyped about this.
I love it.
You really do. This is, I can tell, it's a passion thing for you. So this is the Southwest Little Rock Christmas Parade, which I'm not going to lie, I don't do a lot of parading this time of year. I normally do a lot of working, so I don't get to do these kinds of things. But you've been obviously going to this thing for some time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the draw for you? What do you love about it?
Okay, so we've been around a long time.
Yeah.
And I can say one of the coolest things we've been blessed to be a part of is this parade. We're the presenting sponsor. We have been for the last several years. I'll start by saying for a couple of years before this new group took over doing it, we did the parade, Fuller and Son. And it was as terrible as you can imagine. I mean, we would be on Wednesday, like, is the parade this Saturday? Oh, no, like, somebody get a permit, somebody. So this group of ladies that's putting it on now, and I'm going to name a couple names. I know I'm omitting so many, just the ones I've been working closely with, Trinette Brooks and Shalonda Jordan. But they have been so just enthusiastic and humble and done so good at putting this on. So I'll just say my first experience with the parade that we sponsored, but they did.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most effortlessly inclusive and diverse thing I've ever seen.
I love it.
So you're we're part of the parade, but you're looking back and you've got marching bands, drum lines, mariachi, monster trucks. There was a slingshot riders group. There was an Impala riders group, fire trucks, Disney characters, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and Santa Claus. And I'm just like, this is what America needs. This is what America should be.
Yeah.
And I get emotional about it like every year. Like it is just so awesome that they have a.
Are there going to be candy thrown out?
Yes.
This thing, Jeff.
Yes. That's one thing we can do. That's one thing Fuller and Son is good at. We can throw candy.
All right.
Our float's okay, but we throw a lot of candy. But I got
how many floats are in this thing?
80.
Well, oh my gosh.
80. I don't know if it's 80 floats, but 80 participants.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
though.
and that includes she got a list from schools, floats, drumline, marching groups, monster truck, Disney princesses, dance teams. The Arkansas Travelers are in it this year.
Is Moana coming?
She's busy right now.
I gotta have Moana.
Big debut this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corvette Club, motorcycles, fire trucks, horses, Mickey and Minnie, other surprise guests, and of course Santa Claus.
I love it.
But so much fun, and I'm just telling you, if you've been, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't been, maybe you should check it out. But beware, you may be starting a family tradition. Because it's awesome.
So what time does it start? Where do people need to line up? Where does it go? What's the route? Like how long is this route that you can? I guess you line up all along the route.
Yeah, so you line up all along the route. It is this Saturday. Starts at 2. Don't get there any later than 1:30. They're going to close the streets down 15 minutes prior.
Okay.
And it says I asked where they could park, and they said on the parking lot of Kroger, Planet Fitness, Splash Car Wash, Shipley Donuts, Liberty Tax, and Joria Jewelry.
Okay.
So, but
where's it start from?
Here we go.
You said it was a doctor's office. Is that right?
No, school.
Oh,
yeah, Dr. Marion Lacey School, and it ends at the Arkansas State Police Headquarters.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. All right, they got a big parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's pretty awesome. So, how long does it typically last? Like the whole thing?
To me, it seems like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're up there throwing candy, but I want to say probably like 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be longer this year because it's the biggest one they've ever had.
Okay.
But it's just like the crowd there so into it. I just you won't regret it.
This is just for fun for the community, or is this?
Yes, and that's it. No, that's the thing, and that's what's so cool. It's just it's not a holiday parade. It is a Christmas parade, and these are people and like everyone involved, like all that I've ever seen is so like humble and egoless about it. I mean, everyone's just there to have fun.
Yeah.
And all the and the people that put it on, I mean, I think they put that spirit into it. They're just wanting to do something for the kids of the community and really the community in general.
You get me all jacked up about Christmas right now. All right, yes, I'm a big Christmas guy.
I am too.
Right?
I love it. It's my favorite. I'm just a big sap when it comes to it. I make everybody day after Thanksgiving play the Christmas music in our stores, and everybody's mad at me. And
they got problems.
Yeah,
what's wrong with them,
I don't
right?
know. But I mean,
I got a new train set up at my house now too. Little Christmas train.
Wow.
It's awesome.
And I still play it in my car some. So
nice.
I don't
Christmas
apologize.
train set thing?
Huh?
Big one.
I didn't go overboard.
Okay.
Yeah, I looked at the Hogwarts train. It's expensive. You know, working on it. The Polar Express is even more expensive.
That can do.
They got little trees, and they go underneath my little reindeer's legs that I have up.
You can spend some money on those, right?
Yeah, I got the cheap one at Walmart. Now I saw some online where you could spend some big time money on these trains.
Yeah.
I forgot the brand of the one I wanted. I was just like, I can't. That's an investment. That train's going to be around for a long time, but they're good.
Nerd alert!
Yeah,
This is not a
raining
drill.
down on my parade.
It's not a parade. DJ.
I guarantee.
It's a train set.
I want to see it.
You want to see it, right?
I want to see the train.
My nephew loves it.
Yeah, I bet he does. He's a child. This sunny and 56 on Saturday, so you can't ask for a whole lot more.
Man,
now, are people encouraged to dress up? Because I have this really cool Christmas onesie pajama outfit that I would love to wear to something like this.
Go for it.
Would that be cool?
That'd be a good spot.
Yeah.
Is this the one we wore years ago?
Yes, for the
Yeah, the occasion to wear it
dodgeball.
again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They got a couple Christmas onesies.
Yeah.
Busted out of storage.
I'm going to go see. There's actually there's an event at Sticky's not too far down the road. It's a Christmas event. I'm going to wear it there. You're supposed to wear like an ugly Christmas sweater, but I'm just going to wear my jammies.
I'm going to a little Christmas event Friday night if you want to crash. Oh, you said you're doing the high school game.
I got a busy week, yeah. I got Friday night high school championships, and then Saturday got a noon game, and then Central Arkansas UAPB on Saturday evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I might wear my pajamas down there. I don't know.
You're. I just now hit me. You're one of the Fullers and so.
Yes, sir.
I'm one of your top clients.
I appreciate it. I've seen you in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
one of your number one customers. It's right down the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
I got right down the street from everybody.
I got a few other.
They got a bunch of them.
Yeah, I know, but the one by my house right down the street.
There's one. The one by my house is just as close as the one is to your house.
You know, I should have listened. I was redoing. Needed some mulch.
Mm-hmm.
Walked out of there with like 4 or 6 bags.
You needed.
And she said, "We'll see you soon." she said, "We'll see you soon." I was like, "What does that mean?" Came back. She said, "That was funny."
A bad feeling when you're like
because she tried to hint at maybe. I was like, "Nah, I think this is good."
You're like halfway through your
not even close
your supply, and you're like, "Oh,
yeah." I'll be back.
All right. So Saturday, Southwest, Little Rock, 2:00, school again. Dr. Marion Lacey.
Yes.
And then we're going to end at the Arkansas State Police headquarters. So anywhere in between there, you can line up on the route, park it, and have some fun. I'd say bring like some folding chairs, some lawn chairs.
Bring some folding chairs, and some people. I'll be perfectly comfortable at 56 degrees, but some.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's perfect.
That is perfect.
I mean,
Justin thinks it's like living in Antarctica at 56 degrees.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want to play golf in it necessarily, but I would. 56 is fine.
Okay.
Yeah. This morning when I walked outside and it was 29, I was walking to the gym.
Yeah.
I was running the gym.
Would you rather watch a football game at 100 degree?
Cold.
Okay. That's it, right?
So
100 or 30?
No, my kids played baseball, and we had those, high school like March, February games,
freezing,
that are freezing. But you just put yourself in those 100-degree. I run warm, man, and those like 100-degree just humidity,
awful.
And there's nothing you can do. And whoever designed those ballparks, there's awnings at some of them that are only good at 12:00.
Yeah.
On the dot. Every other time they're on the other field.
I've seen Jeff at the gym 100 times, and usually I'm finishing my workout and he's about to get ready with his, and we're sweating about the same amount. Ain't no lie.
Awesome.
12:45, we got to hit a break.
Yeah, before we hit that break, I'm going to tell you one more time about my friends over there at Jones & Son. They're really trying to take care of everybody right now. So if you're in the spirit to do something special, holiday season, it'll happen, and you need an engagement ring, look no further than 11121 Rodney Parham Road. They've been in business for over 35 years at Jones & Son, and the reason they're able to do that is because they take care of their customers. And you talk about quality diamond fraction of the price, you may think, oh, that can't be right. Well, when you're a direct diamond importer, you set your own prices. That's how they're so competitive in the market. So they got deals going on right now if you're looking for that perfect ring. And the thing about it is, when you get a ring, you don't want something someone else has. They have a team that you bring in your custom design, and they'll make it right there with you, so you have a one-of-a-kind ring for that one-of-a-kind person in your life. They also got top brands in the business: Michael M., Vahan, Veragio. They got them all with the best price match guarantee. So head on out to Jones & Son. Once again, 11121 Rodney Parham Road.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, Bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
At the Home Depot, the holidays have arrived.
And so is all my family. So I'm working on keeping up with the laundry.
The Home Depot is here to help with Black Friday savings up to 40% off select appliances. Spend less time doing laundry with smart, efficient appliances from Samsung, ranked #1 in customer satisfaction.
Perfect. Less laundry time means more family time.
Get Black Friday savings now with free delivery and financing on select appliances at the Home Depot. Visit jdpower.com/awards for more details. Offer valid November 6th through December 4th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted a colonial with high ceilings, hardwood floors, and a peaceful neighborhood. And you found it. Now, every Saturday at 6 a.m., you get to wake to the sound of your neighbor's leaf blower. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa. Guess what? We're going back to Christmas 2004, where you can save 30% off the best stocking stuffer ever. You can get a facial and a massage for $100. Go to our website, avabelladayspa.com, or stop by our spa at 301 North Shackelford Road in West Little Rock. It's as easy as avabelladayspa.com for all of your Christmas needs. Merry Christmas!
Can't get enough of us on the radio? Follow us on Twitter at JustinAcri7, at DJ45Williams, and at CWeaver1037.
Hey, we're heading to Oaklawn on Friday because it's the start of race season, but also there is, Oaklawn Sports. Oaklawnsports.com. Download it for your iPhone or your Android if you are a wagerer. And if you're not really into wagering, there are lots of things to do there, like C&J Leno March 1st. Tickets on sale at Oaklawn.com. I have heard from more people lately that have gone to the spa down there recently and just had an absolute blast. Loved it. I've not had the pleasure. I've worked out at the gym there.
4 stars by Forbes.
Serious business. We do know the rooms are amazing and the restaurants are great, and it's a fun place to hang out. Again, even if you just like people watching and you're not really big on gambling, there's so much to do. Roger does trivia down there on Thursdays. And again, Bugler, Oak Room, Casual Dining, Pops Lounge. It's rocking now on race weekends. Cliff and Susan are going to be kicking it in there early. And then, actually, Susan's coming off tomorrow. They were traveling back today.
Oh, they're back here?
They're coming back because they start, racing season.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So Friday and Saturday night, they set the table, and then somebody else plays late night.
Okay.
She got the deal. They're smart.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll play early.
Yeah.
And we're going to get out. Anyway, that's the sitch over at Oaklawn, and we will be there Friday. Can't wait for it. Start of racing season. Wes Moore's a pretty good parimutuel guy.
I know.
Looking forward to it?
Yes, but I'm going to be so busy Friday and Saturday with the high school football state championship
What's
games.
your upset? Is there an upset out there?
Bryant's going to win. Parkview's going to win. Greenwood's going to win. I don't know if Conway Christian would be considered an upset. They're undefeated this year,
right.
But East Poinsett County was there last year, lost in the state finals. And so I would guess, if there was maybe some people across the state picking, they would probably go with EPC.
The first three you named, you'd put your mortgage on it if you could?
It's high school kids, probably not. High school kids can make mistakes.
I put my mortgage on Bryant. I put my mortgage on Greenwood. I don't know about 5A, but probably Parkview. Yeah,
I'd be more sure about Parkview than anybody.
Feel confident in them.
Farmington's, man, what a great run they've been on. But, it took a special fourth quarter for them to beat Lakeside last week. They had 2 onside kicks. They recovered. They scored 14 points in the last minute of the game to come back and win. Yeah, I thought Lakeside had it won. And it was hard to watch. Coach Rock, Garen Rockwell down in Lakeside, I felt so bad for him.
It's hard to watch?
Team. Oh, it was just...
It was pretty great for Farmington, though, huh?
It was awesome. But, and Tommy Tice, legendary coach there at Farmington, first year there great for story. Him. Yeah, he said it's a magical season.
It's his first year, and he's already doing this.
Well, he's been...
Well,
he's had a lot of success.
He was at Harrison for a long time, and I
there.
know he took some time off and coming back.
I think this was win number 301 for him.
Wow,
awesome.
Good for him.
Yeah. Acre's imitation of Macho Man is just as bad or worse than Tommy Smith singing like Elvis. I think Tommy sang beautifully.
First of all, that was spot on.
Thank you. Justin sounded more like someone who's constipated, in serious need of a Pepto-Bismol. Have you ever heard Macho Man talk?
Like we said, spot on.
That's right, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'd love a Max gift card, Justin, if you want to hook a brother up. Well, I'm trying to get one from DJ, Zach, so let's all work towards that end. For Christmas, I want some Zone swag. We still got to get some made. We're not the morning
we do
show.
Too.
Waiting for Out of Bounds to get their line out.
Y'all got a line coming out?
We're talking about
working on something, yeah.
We're doing, we're going to do like, what do we say? We're going to do like thong.
Underwear.
Yeah.
Socks.
DJ, you could definitely be the Andrew Luck of Arkansas GM.
Thank you. I tell you right now, I know what some of those guys are making, and if I had a say over where our dollars were going, good luck somewhere else. I would.
Have you seen what's happening at LSU today?
Whoa, tell me about it.
C.J. Daniels, the wide receiver, in the portal. The offensive linemen, they're all SEC offensive linemen, just declared for the draft.
Yeah.
And of course, yesterday you had Harold Perkins go into the portal.
He's in the portal?
Yeah, he's in the portal.
And one of their top
Why? He must be
high
getting
school
paid
recruits
somewhere.
just flipped. So
Carius Kern, is he coming back to Arkansas?
No, not
Dang
him,
it.
but maybe they need to jump on him while all this is happening at LSU. Apparently,
well, they lost the quarterback to Michigan, too.
Yeah.
They didn't like the way the coach was talking to that player on the sideline.
They don't like losing.
They didn't like the way LSU wasn't re-upping their offer when Michigan kept coming back, and finally LSU was like, "No, this is it.
Yeah.
This is all you're going to get."
I still agree, though. They're trying to pay that kid way too much.
Way too much.
From the 501, are these bleach pens something they discontinued during the pandemic and never started back up? Maybe, but I still doesn't mean that we don't need them today. I don't understand the thinking. I got to have one.
He's a big Clorox bleach pen guy.
Yep.
I don't know if you've heard.
Daryl Hannah's married to Neil Young. Thank you very much on the 501. That was a very insightful take.
I could not think of her name.
Oh.
I could see her when you were given the description. And
who was that?
Daryl Hannah. I could not think of her name.
Who's that again? See her. I just couldn't think of the name.
Still Magnolias?
Yep.
Which
she was
one?
the mermaid.
Not in Still Magnolias.
I didn't see any mermaids out there.
Splash was
Which
that
one was she in Still Magnolias?
She was the kind of the dorky one. And then I didn't see I haven't seen it in so long.
I haven't seen the full movie.
Huh.
Razorback football team needs a new coach right away. Sam Pittman. Here's the thing. If you don't spell the coach's name right, I can't really take your take too seriously. Sorry. DJ, lack of emphasis on ball security when you're in college and now. Common denominator, Petrino? Don't see how.
And now? No.
He's saying for when you were playing, too.
No, it's just different in the NFL. Those guys are incredibly talented at tackling, closing the gap, and always trying to get the ball out. Talking about defenders in the NFL. Like I said, I didn't realize how big of a deal ball security was until I got to the NFL because every single play somebody's punching at it. I was like, God. Yeah. But we had so many drills, too.
Last thing, from Clorox, they didn't tell me why because I emailed the company.
Oh, they hit you up?
No, this person's telling me. Clorox discontinued their bleach pen primarily due to a combination of factors, including low demand. That's not true. I don't believe that.
Can't be.
Concerns about potential safety issues with the pen's design. What are you talking about? Yeah. And a strategic decision to focus on other products lines, none of which are important at all. They're just, you can get bleach or cleaners from anybody. There's nothing special about them. The bleach pen was the one unique thing they had. That's dumb. That's written by somebody who is lying to you, and I'm tired of it. What about Tide pens? You don't know what you're talking about, Jack. You clearly don't do the damn laundry. Anyway, what are you guys doing on Out of Bounds today? I'm pissed off now.
We are going to talk with Quad Sanders at 1:30.
Tell him I said it's a lock, too.
Bryant Hornets. Got to get some revenge, right? Because Bentonville ended their 5-year reign last year in the semifinals, and now they get a little payback in the state championship game. Coach Z calling in from Miami at 2:10. Preview Arkansas, Miami. And Justin Kramer, the story we were just talking about with Conway Christian. What a special year for them, making school history, and now playing for the 2A state title Friday at noon. You can hear that on Buzz, too, and then at 1 o'clock we're going to flip over right here on the Buzz.
You ever seen Wes flip over? It's pretty impressive.
It's a lot of flipping.
Yeah.
A lot of parts.
One big flip.
Let's flip over to Jacksonville quickly and check in with James and the folks at Guatney. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, how we doing today?
We're good. You guys survived Black Friday?
We did. It was busy. We were there and till pretty late and just had tons of people out. It was a great day, great weekend, and appreciate all the loyal Guatney customers that come out and shop with us and saw us that day. It was a lot of fun.
We tried to call you yesterday. I figured you were doing a bunch of follow-up sales, people who came out but didn't quite pull the trigger. So busy day, I'm sure, for you guys on Monday also. What are we talking about for deals, James? Still doing a lot of the things we've been talking about with multi-months, no payments, trying to help us get through the end of the year here?
Yeah, I tell you, Justin, one thing people have told us is they said, we love not being able to have to make a payment for 3, even 4 months. Of course, Black Friday, we even did a 6-month no payment. So
wow.
People love that. They love being able to get a car today, and I'll think about that payment book later. Just put it down the road a few months. And so we're continuing to do that. No payment up to 4 months down the road. We've also got our Tahoes and Suburbans. We've been talking about the good selection of those we have, and we've got those up to $9,000 off now. We've increased that a little bit more with some help from Chevrolet to be able to do that. So you can get up to $9,000 off Tahoes and Suburbans. We still have that Trailblazer for $299. People really love that thing too, because that's such a inexpensive payment to be able to drive for $299 a month and get over 30 miles a gallon. So we continue that as well. And of course, a huge selection of Silverados, man. We got them all over the lot, every different color, make, model, anything you'd want on Silverado. We will not miss your business when it comes to your trade-in. I'm telling you guys, you just give us a chance and you'll see what we're talking about. We will give you $2,000 over book value, whatever. If you got a nice car, there's no telling how far we'll go, because we need those cars, and we'll put a good deal together for you.
It's a beaut. Go see him at Guatney. James, I appreciate you, buddy. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Appreciate it, Justin.
All right, while you're driving out to Guatney to get your new deal in Jacksonville, make sure you're listening to Out of Bounds. Wes has lots of stuff you need to hear, and Joe's got some stuff too.
Some things, yeah.
A couple things maybe not, but
Hello, this is Justin Acri. If foot or ankle pain is slowing you down, it's time to visit the experts at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Doctors Martin, Matthews, and Parham provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for foot and ankle issues. From common problems to more serious conditions, they're here to get you back on your feet, literally. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray or